I'm the leader, the Iron Man. The knife's on, you know who I am. Blades find their mark and my mind is sharp. My psionics tell you our minds are hells apart. Straightforward and honest, I'm no soothsayer, worth no more than 900. My destiny is ahead, never afraid to confront it. I'll keep everyone safe even if I won't make it. Instruments humming, our tune is loud, showing our courage, our time is now. Our Lord's boundless and together we stand proud. Proud. Big man, big heart, rage and control. Proud father, wisdom with age. Never selfish, never cold. Knock you out with these fists, fall to the floor. Prefer peace, don't test me, I'll even the score. Brute strength to silence enemies, they'll fall. A peaceful soul, don't hesitate to grow. Instruments humming, our tune is loud, showing our courage, our time is now. Our Lord is boundless and together we stand proud. 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 Seeking shiny the cat's out of the bed. Middle mate can be called ironclad. No cat and mouse, but with my prey I'll play a support animal, yeah. I'm your steel defender. No scratches on this cat, built sleek and slender. No attitude like men. I'm tired of you, so talk to my creator now. The shadows gather as I walk in shadow elf, but I hate my kin. Tinker inventor, I always have the tools for the job. Rules never tidy, kind never slob. Sleep is for the weak, so I'll never catch a wink. If I feel tired, just down an energy drink. Master hacker, intelligent, without a doubt. Stand in my way, fuck around and find out. Proud. Instruments humming, our tune is loud, showing our courage, our time is now. Our Lord is boundless and together we stand proud. 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 Man with a voice smooth as silk, not full of hot air. I've got the skills, air genesi, musical talent unmatched. Singing sax, playing bagpipes on blast. My music sharp like a cloud of daggers. Got the moves like Jagger, I ain't no slacker. Objects move when I'm around. An army of animated things who can't be brought down. I'll be your test, can't withstand this tempest. Proud. Instruments humming, our tune is loud, showing our courage, our time is now. Our Lord is boundless and together we stand proud. 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 My magic's divine, like a holy man's words. I bring the fire, like soon in a church. In the kitchen or chapel, that's where I shine. I'm the heart of the party, keeping their health in line. Pocket bacon, always stocked up, ready to share. If anyone's in need, I'm quick to be there. Divine skills, prestigious and strong. I'm the party shield, they call me Aegis, it won't be long. Proud. Instruments humming, our tune is loud, showing our courage, our time is now. Our Lord is boundless and together we stand proud. Proud.
Okay, hello stream. Welcome in. Oh, let me move me. There we go. Welcome in stream. We're gonna go ahead and get started here. Just gonna jump right in and do our recap and stuff, and bear with me because I'm a little bit under the weather. I'm gonna be paying attention to the players primarily, so we will see you guys in a bit. What? That's the first thing I hear from Tempest is sideballed. I don't. I don't. I don't even care what it means. It's just I don't want any of that at all. Well, it does not. All right. Okay, so first and foremost, happy May the 4th to everyone except Lucy because it already passed for him. Hey, nice. I did a VR Star Wars workout this morning. So it is March 3rd. Okay. Right. It's March 3rd. It's about 11:30 a.m. at this point is what I had. Does that make sense to everybody? Because okay, great. Okay, for last week, guys, you received 4,000 XP for last week. You fought a dracolich twice, so that seemed fair. Well, a dracolich and a half, really. We started last week with you guys fighting the dracolich and the guy in the back of the room with the gem.
solid. It wasn't a build. She was just fucking around with it so much, put all of her weight into it. Absolutely ridiculous.
Glad she's okay.
Yeah, me too, to be honest with you. Because how the hell do you explain that to anybody? Well, she decided to prop her fucking body up against the entirety of the side of this thing, and it collapsed on her.
I mean, kids be kids. That almost sounds pretty reasonable for a kid to do sometimes.
Yeah, she's especially her.
Yeah, like I said, she's our child who just does not think things through, unfortunately.
She doesn't think before she does things. She acts on impulse constantly, and she hasn't learned from it yet. Okay.
Those intrusive thoughts win.
Which is weird because I don't even know if it was an intrusive thing. She said flat out she got distracted by her TV. So she got hooked on whatever was on there and just decided, yeah, right in between my bed and this giant bookshelf is where I should prop my whole body. Okay, sure.
Okay. So we started last week with you guys fighting the dracolich and the guy in the back of the room with the gem in his chest who was slinging seemingly weak spells at you. Once you downed the dracolich, Marcus and Kira moved to the weak slinger who was suspiciously quick to move away. Then he slammed the gem onto the dracolich and brought it back to life as his last act alive, and Jared later recognized that this individual, he was one of the leaders of the maniacal monarch called the Copper Wraith.
Real quick, Candace, Wardbreaker says that they are not able to hear the party.
I fixed it. I hadn't unmuted the audio when all that had gone down.
Understood.
Yeah. Thank you. You fought the dracolich a second time, and though many skills were used and a few of you got quite close to death, the only true fatalities remained the sweet and innocent cat creations. Once the room was clear, Jared sat down next to the dracolich.
And one welcome mat.
And one welcome mat. Once the room was clear, Jared sat down next to the dracolich and the remains of the red wraith and prayed for them. And in that moment, there was a bright flash, and both the gem that was used to revive the dracolich and the gem that was nested in the back of Jared's shield disappeared in a bright flash, and the entire room received the effect of mass cure wounds from Jared's location. Despite the gem being gone, which had previously been his source of power from Torm, Jared was still easily able to call forth his power. Marcus recognized this as Jared having been selected as Torm's chosen, which was confirmed by Jared. Investigations occurred, and the crate with the supplies was discovered. Within, there were several vials and one slot for a missing vial, as well as a slot for a gem that was the exact size of the one Jared previously had in his possession. Marcus and Jared came to the realization of his new purpose, Jared's, which is that there were more gems out there, and that Jared had to find them and return them to Torm to get them away from evil. After searching through the basement, Tempest levitated the extremely heavy crate, and Marcus and Bonkin got to work carrying the dracolich's body up the stairs and out to Zachary's car, which was not an easy feat, but they managed. Zachary went with it and somehow managed to fit everyone inside of the vehicle, even though it really seemed like that should not have been a thing. Now, at this point, you guys are heading to headquarters with everyone, and Zachary's going to take the charge nurse and her employee to the hospital to get checked out after he drops you off. But just before you guys took off, Kira kissed Marcus on the cheek.
Ew.
Yeah, Bunkin.
So I have my notes still where I wrote that down, and I wrote, remember next week to ask Candace for a perception check and most likely fail it.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and roll that. Yep, Jared.
That's still
Also,
a disadvantage,
if-
right?
Go ahead.
Yes, it's at disadvantage. Jared, what were you?
It was actually prayer of healing, not mass cure wounds.
No, you cast prayer of healing. I cast mass cure wounds.
Ah, gotcha now.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, Bonkin, you catch
Really
it.
good to see that.
The good I giveth and the good I taketh
You
away.
catch it, yeah. Alright, if we don't have any questions or clarifications needed, I will let you guys take it away. Nobody was going to try to get Zachary to go anywhere except for headquarters, correct?
Yeah, I mean, us ending right as Marcus gets kissed, Marcus would literally just, kind of turn his head and probably not say much, but if he can blush, he definitely does a little bit, and then he just looks forward again and slinks down in his chair as he clicks himself in.
Zachary slowly rolls up the glass divider between the back seat and the front seat.
Before he does that, you'll definitely, if you look back, there's a big thumbs up from Bonkin, like the proudest dad.
Zachary looks at Marcus and says, "So," and just starts driving.
Marcus says, yeah, that's a pretty big dracolich, isn't it? We had to kill it twice, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's a big dracolich.
For her part, Kira would have just gotten into the car and immediately started just tapping on the device, not looking up at anyone. Just, it's her and Min. Min is between her and the rest of the group, very strategically.
Alright, let me switch maps for you guys. Who is that on? Someone has an aura.
That's me. It's the light.
Mm-hmm.
I'll fix that. I'm gonna change the music, and so yeah, you guys get brought to headquarters. And let me know what the plan is with the dracolich body.
Yeah, actually, that's a good question too. Like, what are we doing with the crate of goo? Is that just going in the?
I'd put them in the warded room for now. It should keep them from being scryed upon or otherwise accessed.
That's probably a pretty good idea. Yes, Master Bonkin, do you want to give me a hand with this corpse?
Oh, yeah, sure thing, Mr. Marcus.
Right. Master Zachary, thank you very much for the lift. Do we all want to meet back downstairs in just a few moments? I've got a ton of shit in the bag and backpack that we should probably have a discussion about, but we'll get the big stuff upstairs really quick.
Yeah, I can definitely go for a shower. I'm gross and I feel terrible.
All right, so yeah, we'll take the chest in the dracolich skeleton upstairs. We'll put it in the warded room, and then since we're gonna be in there at least 2 times, I'll just really quickly pop the 1 gem and just do a quick identify on everything in there, since it's like a mask. Right?
Okay, I'll send that over.
A couple of these things I already know about, but this fucking defibrillator though, I don't know what this thing is.
Okay, I'll send you over what the descriptions were.
I have the descriptions. I have the whole. Do you want me to just send you what I have and what I need?
Yeah, that works.
Would we call this time basically a short rest?
Unless anyone's gonna do anything, you know, crazy or decide you have to go do something right now, then I think a short rest is appropriate.
Yeah, Tempest is probably just taking a bath and then cleaning up and then hanging out with Gale for a minute and probably come back down.
All right.
He would probably be like upstairs as Marcus is casting and just being like, "What are you doing?" without saying anything. Like, you know, the awkward like looking over shoulder type thing.
Sorry, say that again. What are you doing?
Oh, sorry, my mic was facing the wrong way.
No, it's
Bonkin
okay.
is-
I didn't hear you. Candace is talking in chat, so I'm trying to follow both things here. But
Okay. I said since Bonkin's up there with you, he'll kind of just, as you're doing the identify, he'll just do like the dad thing of like, "What are you doing?" but without like looking at you. So he's just kind of like looking over your shoulder.
he just kind of like points at the crystal and he goes, "Oh, did you not know this thing?" I'm trying to think. Were you here for this? Yeah, I think you were. This thing can sense magic auras, and since it's in close proximity to the other crystals, it can grant identification magic very, very rapidly for us. For anything we find, just in case there's magic.
Oh, but I think you said something like that, but I can't remember, to be honest with you.
No, that's fair. Yeah, I know I've mentioned it. Every time we come back from something, I run upstairs really quickly, and it's not to do anything weird. Though I suppose this is kind of weird. All right, maybe it does do something weird.
It doesn't seem that weird to me compared to some of the other things you guys do. Well, we all do.
Oh, you say we all, like I'm in that basket? What weird things do I do, Master Bonkin?
And he's gonna like run like whole like his hands just go like over your whole body.
You don't like the armor?
No, you drained all your blood.
I didn't drain all my blood.
Or you had all your blood drained from the vision you showed me.
I was most of my blood, to be quite honest. But I've got plenty now. Why, are you thirsty?
No, I don't drink blood.
Oh. Neither do I.
And do you want some coffee?
I'd love some coffee. Actually, I could go for a piece of that quiche, too. I think I smelled quiche down there.
Probably something like that. Mr. Aegis always makes good food.
Oh, right. Oh. I imagine there's like an easy bake oven. Ding! Looks like everything's identified. Alright, down we go then.
I need to get one of those for my furnace back home.
What's that? The identification crystal?
Yeah, the ding it makes.
Oh, I'm sure Mistress Kira could probably work something up for you.
I'll ask her later. Once you guys are, I guess, do you guys make out now? Is that like a normal thing?
Do we what now, did you say?
Do you guys kiss each other often, but like really deep? Or is was that first kiss?
We didn't kiss. We've never kissed. She kissed me.
Not close enough.
So I guess no. Don't suppose we kiss deeply for a long time. He takes a couple steps, and then you hear him probably say, at least not yet.
Good luck. I say as he follows you. Because we're going down for coffee.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right, coffee. Well, this just gets more and more awkward, doesn't it? I assume that would actually, this process would probably have taken us 20 minutes.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah, so everybody would have had time to go off and do what they're doing.
Yeah, Tempest would probably be down there by the time you guys come back. All fresh and clean.
Kira would also have gone upstairs and showered, but when she comes back downstairs, Min is not with her. And she would, let her sister rest from, dying.
Miss Kira's probably fine because she has the magic cup thing. But does anyone else want some coffee or tea?
I can go in for some coffee, please. Yeah.
Yes, I'll take some coffee as well, please. Oh, yes, right. He'll sling the backpack over and then put the bag of holding on the table. And he had only needed to put a few things in the bag of holding, but I'm just going to pull all the shit out anyways. Do we have everyone here? Kind of like looks around the room. Master Jared, why are you still bleeding?
Oh, are you still hurt, Jared?
You're like, is this HP right on your token?
Yep.
Oh, he's like,
Oh.
He's horrendously wounded.
Oh shit!
No,
All right, well,
I'm still above bloodied. It's okay.
Master Bonkin,
No,
what
no,
the
come-
fuck?
Wait,
Hold on, my health's not accurate
What?
anymore.
Oh,
It
it's
was
not
from the
accurate.
short
Never
rest.
mind. Okay, that's what I thought. I was just like, oh fuck, man, he's dying.
damn, you healed 56 on a short fuck. Hell, man.
That was 4 dice.
Yeah, 4d12. That's not.
Holy shit.
Ah, that good roll
I
too.
bet-
Damn, man. That's a
I think
real good
it's
roll.
more because of the pair
Plus
of
your Constitution. Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it's double, so it's I'm full health.
Oh, okay.
Ow.
Well, that's that.
All right, Jared, come here, big guy. Let me give you a little something. And
I
enough.
think it would be easier if you came over to me. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Miss Kira.
That wasn't a great amount, but yeah. Here, have another one. That was just as bad. Worse, you know.
Yeah, Marcus will. He kind of looks under the table. I'm gonna just for Candace's sake, when she comes back, I'm gonna pop my free telekinetic movement. I'm gonna grab onto the chair next to me and just kind of pull it out and look down at Kira.
Carol smile just a little bit and then sit down. Ears darken just a tad.
Well, he pushes the clasp in his helmet and takes the whole thing off, sets it down. We got a lot of stuff. Some of this I think we can probably just kind of hand wave away. Some of you may find some of this more useful than not. First and foremost, there is we did find a diamond worth, looks like about 300 gold pieces from what I can surmise. Does anybody want to hold on to this who doesn't have one or who may need one?
I think eventually I'll have to learn that spell, so I'll hold on to that one, I suppose.
Okay, done.
Oh, I have one. I already have one. Where or when I got it, but I have one. So I don't know if maybe I can hold on to two of them in case I need to keep pumping life back into you guys, or
Other
I
options to put it in the bag, but I have
Yeah.
one as well, and she pulls out a similarly sized one from a pouch at her side.
Oh.
it wouldn't hurt to have one on everybody, just to little emergency revivify, so we don't have to go fishing in my own pocket if it's not there.
Jared, are you able to cast that?
Revivify? Of course. But Cleric doesn't have that ability.
Well, that
Clerics
was
without
awfully
their focuses,
arrogant.
probably.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to sound arrogant. It's just such an essential spell to carry on. It would just be ludicrous not to have it.
Do you have the diamonds you need to be able to cast it?
Unfortunately not, but I could either pay for it or trade for it.
No, I mean, this was your thing. So if you wanted it, just take it. I'm sure Master Aegis, if we are in desperate need, has a couple that we could probably part with. So, there you are, 300 gold piece diamond. Mistress Kira, I don't know what the fuck this thing is. He pushes the big box with the AED symbol on it over. Good luck.
She immediately reaches for it, starts trying to figure it out. Obviously, we'll need DM things for that.
I found a spell scroll in here. I'm familiar with the spell, though it's definitely not up my alley. He kind of like rolls it towards Tempest. It's a scroll of friends.
Ooh. Yeah,
Sounds like a pleasure.
I think that's more of a you thing.
Yeah, this is definitely a me thing. Let me check this out.
That sounds like a nice scroll.
It does sound like a nice scroll. I can just make friends.
All right. Next, we've got a potion of superior healing. I am sitting on one greater right now, but I just don't take enough damage to think it's worth it for me. Not usually. Although I say that, I got rocked by that fucking breath.
I have
That
two.
fucked you guys up pretty good.
I have 2 regular potions of healing on me.
Master Bonkin, how are you looking?
I also just have one normal potion, I guess, if it looks like miscarriage.
That
Wait,
should
you've got
be
one
for-
normal?
Yeah.
Ah, you fool. Here. Just kind of slide it over across the table. You need that. When you get hurt, and start to feel pain, you drink that. But only if you start to also get short of breath. Like, really make sure you're fucked up before you drink that.
Oh, okay.
Or if somebody's down on the ground, of course. Except me. Don't ever feed me a potion if I'm on the ground. If I'm on the ground, it'll require resurrective magics.
Oh, okay.
By the way, is that revivify? Does that revivify work for you in that case? I thought you turned into dust.
No, I don't turn into dust. Only if I'm affected by sunlight or radiant energy, or if I die crossing a stream.
So no casting, create water. Gotcha.
You can create some water, just not all the water.
Duly
Okay.
noted.
This one, be careful. He's got like a green potion that like stinks like rotten eggs. Oh, he sets it on the table. Thank goodness my undead flesh gives me some resistance to this already. This is a potion of necrotic resistance.
I already have one of those.
Okay, I thought we saw one of those before. I could use that because I feel very weakened last time. I took some of that necrotic damage. I don't know. Will this fix that, by the way? Because I feel like shit. You will notice like his cheekbones are a little sunken, and maybe look a little bit more emaciated than usual.
I don't even know what's wrong with you. What?
Can we
I don't know,
figure it out?
I got hit by something, one of those ghosts, and I just feel just like garbage since.
Oh. If it's anything like those things we fought down in the vampire's lair, that vampire lord's lair, you probably have been drained, I'd assume. We had a discussion about it when we were down there, but does that look reminiscent? I'm not a holy man, Master Lightforge, or maybe if you can take a more detailed look to get that. I don't know how to cure it, but yeah, that's what a few of us looked like after fighting that vampire bastard.
I mean, we'll just like sleeping it off help, but
Yeah,
Well,
I
while
guess
they're
we could take a
figuring it out,
look
why
at
don't
'em.
you? While they're figuring it out, why don't you take this potion of necrotic resistance and just hold on to it in case you get the icky sticky necrosis.
icky, sticky, necky.
Don't like that.
Okay. All right. I know that there was a DM question. Was that for the AED?
I think there's 2 DM questions. 1, yes, the AED, and then 2, figuring out the necrotic hit point max reduced on Tempest / how
Yeah.
to resolve it. Like,
Okay.
I know a thing that would resolve it is on my spell list, but not something I've learned yet. Next
Okay.
level up. So, I don't know if
So
I or Jared or even Tempest could know.
whoever's trying to figure out what's going on with Tempest can do a medicine check.
I do that on myself too.
You just feel like shit.
That tracks for me. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll be on WebMD trying to figure this out.
It
my
says you're
own.
dying.
I think I have cancer. I think I'm dying,
Yeah.
guys. I think I'm dying.
You searched
Oh,
up the
Dad,
symptoms for
are
a
you okay?
hangnail.
Is that what happened with you, Mr. Tempest? Hangnail?
So for
maybe.
for Jared and Kira, you can pretty like what Marcus was pointing out makes sense to you. You feel like if he were to sleep, he will be better. Otherwise, probably some kind of restorative magic will be required. For the AED, give me an intelligence check. With advantage.
Intelligence or computery things?
Intelligence. This is more research than computers. Okay. Yeah, so you would have, between, you know, movies, TV shows, research, being in the general public, you would recognize it as an AED, but typically they don't have the diamond slot. So with an 18, you can surmise that more than likely this could be used as like a one-shot revivify. As long as the diamond's in there, it's one shot per diamond.
And there's a diamond in there now?
There was not one in there, but it came with one. Like, it's not loaded, but there was one with it. Mm-hmm.
Okay. If Jared wants to speak on the Tempest thing first, I can hop in after.
Yeah, sure. Yes, so Tempest, sorry, I get ahead of myself. Yeah, so you can get that fixed up with some restorative magic, which I'm a little tapped out and I unfortunately don't have that, or some rest will do you fine as well.
Are you sure? Because this website that I just found says I need to
Nope,
just
for
drink
sure.
a whole bunch of herbal tea. What? No?
We
Yeah?
Oh, would you
Sounds
like
sure.
right.
Anyway, a
What
bunch will
is the
probably hand out a
website?
coffee and stuff.
Will coffee help? That's herbal, right?
Coffee helps just about everything. Except, you know, coffee and then sleep. That'll help immensely.
That sounds counterproductive.
Yeah, that doesn't happen back to back usually.
Can you not sleep after? I mean, I don't sleep anyway, so herbal tea and then sleep sounds great.
Yeah,
Mr. Tempest
coffee
already
is a-
asked for coffee, so sorry. He's
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
put
I'm gonna
coffee.
drink the coffee. Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna drink the coffee, but I guess I'll drink herbal tea later.
Yeah, coffee is a stimulant. It'll actually kind of keep you awake. So I don't recommend drinking coffee before bed.
Kira looks at our magical coffee cup, downs what should be like half of it.
And Marcus will glance down and just go, and to be clear, no, I don't sleep. I go into a temporary state of stasis and feed my nightmares to the void.
Seems like a more productive use of time.
Extremely, and it feeds Professor Sunema. He's a very, very hungry up-and-comer.
I've been working
What-
on the beads at night.
Are they speaking in another
You say
language?
bees?
No, that would have probably been in common because
That one wasn't common. It wasn't all that quiet considering how small this kitchen is, and she said beads, not bees.
Oh, not bees. Okay, good.
But it was whispered, so it could have come across as bees.
Yeah, you know what?
I was just afraid you're working
I'll,
on robot bees up there, and that sounded like it could
Oh, that's...
blow up in our face, literally.
Wait, you mean like a micro drone?
I like both of those
I
words.
guess.
They sound good, but I
Right.
got no idea what they mean.
Well, it'd be the smallest flying machine I've made, and the only flying machine I've made has been... And she pauses for a moment, a brief look of pain. It's been Syl. But bees I've never thought about. I figured out what this thing does, though. If it has a diamond in it, like the one that was conveniently inside of it, it should be able to be used for a revivify. Probably
Oh, shit.
it'll
okay.
consume the diamond that's with it, but
Oh, so as long as we have a diamond, we're good. As long as we have this, what'd you call it, AED thing?
I'm not sure if it'll work for multiple, but it should work at least once. Then it might
Once
need
is a
repair.
start.
Better than 0.
That's pretty cool.
Does
Would
anyone-
I know would I know if it had multiple uses as long as you had multiple diamonds?
I think that's easy enough to surmise. It's one shot per diamond. It's just basically you know, a cleric you can put in your backpack for that specific purpose.
We've done that
actually,
before.
Actually,
I think we have
Mr. It's 1 use per diamond. So as long as you have the diamond that's the same size or gold value, you can keep using it as indefinitely, so to speak, unless it gets broken.
Yeah,
Can
Jared.
any of us actually use this?
Oh, I probably shouldn't be the one to use that. I can barely use my phone.
Sure, probably not be me.
But what if we have to bring back one of you guys? Do we
Yeah, I mean, like if it's like Marcus or Bonkin, they're the only ones who are alive. I mean, you guys are gonna have to, right?
Does
I-
CPR count? No.
CPR
Not if you're missing your
covered.
chest.
Oh,
Kara
that's
started
fair.
to say something and then just flushes completely, goes silent, and just looks down at the coffee.
Well, shit, we
What?
can
Is
put
your
it in the
coffee
bag
cold?
if we want to. Unless, Mistress Kira, can you make better use of this?
What? This, yeah, not CPR, AED. I'm assuming I could figure out how to use it. Is it something where I could show the others how to do it?
It literally has on the back of it. It has the instructions written out. You apply to the left side of the chest in line with the heart. You apply to the center of the chest in line with the heart, and then you put the diamond in and push the button.
Okay. Can
Is-
everyone read common?
I think I can do that all right.
Yeah.
She
Yes.
very specifically does not look at anyone as she says that. Good, because even if you couldn't, there's pictures. Flips it
Oh,
around.
good. There's pictures. Nice, sweet.
Thank God for Master Bonkin.
So there's, open it up. There's these 2 pads here. You put this one on the left side of the chest, like this picture says. Put this one on the center, or that one, where the picture
Wait.
says.
My left or the corpse's left?
For the person who needs revivification, follow the picture.
Oh.
See how it's got the X's on the eyes?
Oh, that person's dead. Oh, I see.
Yes, the very official medical diagram says as such. Then you put a diamond in, you take your hand off of the person, you say clear, and you press the button.
Well, how do you hold the paddles there?
You know, you just make sure everyone else doesn't touch. Just follow the directions there. Make sure no one else is touching the corpse, or they'll get the divine magic. Press the button.
The sorry, as you guys are looking it over, you see that there's adhesive on each of the paddles. But it's like covered right now, so you could surmise that you peel off the cover and then stick it to the person, so you don't have to touch them.
Okay, so now I have a follow-up question with that. So say Bonkin goes down, right? And we have to stick these sticky pads to him.
Yep. That'll be one way to get him back when we remove the stickiness. Don't think about it too
Yeah.
much.
Okay.
I have scissors.
Just thinking because I've just like I just imagine the big wad of hair that comes away with that paddle. You know, it's like, least of our worries at that point.
Well, typically after a revivification, they require healing anyway. So
Well,
But-
I
Oh
think,
yeah, no, I'm not worried about like his bald spots. I'm worried about like hair stuck to the paddles.
to be honest,
Oh, we
I
can clean
don't
those.
think it's as bad as some of the things we've done so far.
And I have some mild acid upstairs that we can use to clean it if needed. It says just completely deadpan without batting an eye.
So, anyways, who's gonna
Mild
hold on to
acid.
this thing?
Bag of
How
holding,
heavy is it?
right?
That's a good question. It's about 3 pounds.
It looks
If-
flabbergasted.
Yeah, because there's so many heavier fucking things in my inventory right now. Go for it, Tempest. You can quite literally fly in and use it as needed.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I'll hold on to that. Sure.
All right, there you go. Okay, next we've got just a standard greater healing potion. Oh, but shit, that reminds me. He'll put the helmet on, and he begins transferring money over to everybody. If you guys hadn't seen in chat earlier, I had what everybody gets for cash, so he just starts. Okay, now that that's done, yes, I've got a greater healing potion. I already have a greater healing potion. I could carry 2, but I don't know if it's necessary.
I could use one if no one else needs it.
Done.
I already have a greater and a regular, so yeah, it's all yours.
Okay, does anybody use silver dust for any of their spell components? Because there, and he pulls out this big flask full of fucking silver dust. There's like at least 500 silver pieces worth of silver dust in here.
Looking at Kira the entire time as that's happening is like, you got it. It's gotta be yours, right? I mean, come on.
God damn it, let me look. I don't know.
I mean,
These are gonna
Jared
be-
can use it for one of his things, but he obviously won't be. He'll, if no one needs it, he'll maybe ask for it.
I definitely don't require it for anything.
There's not a convenient way to search spells by material. Fuck. Okay.
Sure isn't.
Fun.
No. Jared, if you can make use of it, go with it.
Yes, I can just use some of my forge blessings to make things, and sometimes silver is a nice touch, like how I kind of made those busts, but I might be able to make them out of silver next.
Oh. Okay, here you go. It's a 500 silver piece flask of silver dust. All right, next. This is an interesting one. He pulls out a kind of a gray potion with like a couple of pebbles floating around in it. Master Bonkin, this is a potion of stone giant strength.
Yeah, baby, get it.
Oh, but if it's not too much, I wouldn't mind it.
He kind of glances down at Bonkin's bracers. Aren't you already as strong as a giant, Master Bonkin?
As an ogre, I think.
Hmm.
Oh, that's true. Right. I don't think I can get any stronger while I'm
does it?
wearing these.
Oh, is that true? Does that actually prevent you? That I did not know.
No,
Is it
I'm gonna
actually?
be out of character. No.
Oh, okay.
It's-
I honestly, I have no idea. I've never used them.
Out of character. No. It just becomes useless if my strength is higher than 19.
Would I know better than that?
I would say, yeah, you just give me an Arcana check to make sure you don't totally whiff it, but I don't see why not. Yeah, you're fair. You know how it works.
Then Kira just cocks her. Yes, you can.
Oh, can I?
Master Bonkin.
Yes.
So I'm not very strong myself. You want to arm wrestle for it?
Sky, do you want me to rage or?
I don't give a fuck what you do.
All right, why not? I guess.
All right, let's do it then.
Fuck it, I
puts
rage.
his arm out. Marcus doesn't rage
I-
because he's not a
I'm
cheater.
gonna-
Does he use his astral arm to arm wrestle?
No, that's gone, and I have no key points.
I am going to cheat on Marcus's behalf, though.
I
I'm
know I
going
do have
to.
key points. I short rested, right?
Kira's going to incant as softly as she is able and just touch Marcus's knee, and I'm going to give him enhanceability for strength.
Marcus like puts his hand out and he just goes, ah, let's go, Master Bonkin.
You okay, Mr. Marcus?
Would I have seen that?
I was gonna say,
The
Jared,
unexpected touch, the unexpected kiss, he's freaking the fuck out.
Jared and Tempest can give me perception checks. Bonkin.
No.
Okay. I mean, you're in the thing, so. Oh, Tempest, you may not have seen this one. Kira, give me a sleight of hand.
Okay, 1 second. I was trying to remove the charge.
I was mostly
I'll
trying to
get it
see
after.
if I recognize the enhanceability happening.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I rolled poorly.
Better than I did though.
Yeah, by 1. So, Tempest, based on all of your successful rolls in the past, you know Kira had something to do with the weird thing Marcus just did, but you don't know what it is. Jared, yeah, you would recognize that. You would know, Jared. So you'd see Bonkin clearly go into a rage as he's getting ready to arm wrestle Marcus, and then Kira walks over and not so nonchalantly.
I was sitting next to him, thank you very
Okay.
much.
Suddenly,
So strength checks?
Yeah.
Opposing strength checks?
yeah,
Both at advantage.
yep.
Actually, I'm gonna do something funny. The moment you two lock hands, I'm going to try to cast Hold Person on Marcus.
You're gonna cast Hold Person on Marcus?
Gonna try. That is a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
Why are we fighting for a potion?
Kira, you would recognize that a spell is being cast. So would you, Tempest.
I don't think that's anything I'm going to be able to do, though. Can I try and recognize it, though,
Uh-huh.
at least?
Yeah.
Nope. I got very distracted by Marcus being very distracted, and I am focused on that.
I'd also like to see what Jared is casting. I didn't notice, obviously, Kira casting anything, but I will see what's going on with Jared. Ooh.
Nice.
Look at Marcus balling.
Yeah, so that spell doesn't work.
Wise as fuck in this precise moment and only this moment.
Also, Kira basically got distracted by Marcus by being like, "Oh my god, I touched his thigh."
Okay, hold on a second, guys.
What?
I knew that was gonna happen. The second Jared cast the spell.
Okay. Jared and Marcus, at the very least, go ahead and roll initiative. I guess everybody can roll, because you guys can choose whether or not you're gonna act. Whose dex is higher? Because it doesn't always do it, right?
Oh, I have where's my dex?
Tempest says he's got a +4 on his initiative.
2.
Okay.
Well, my dex is +2, yeah.
Oh, your dex is +2? Why do you have a...
Yeah, for
my
some
dex
reason
is
my
plus-
initiative.
I've got a +3 in my dex.
Okay, so then Kira's first. Alright.
I don't know why my initiative is +4, but my dex is 2. Yeah.
Isn't it because of the bard feature?
Yeah, I think it's
Did you like?
Oh, that might be the jack of all
Jack of all
trades.
trades, yeah.
But that makes sense. Half your proficiency bonus on basically everything.
Alright, so you guys, Marcus and Bonkin are getting ready to do this arm wrestle. Kira casts a spell, then Jared casts a spell, and Marcus shakes off whatever Jared just did. Kira.
I'm good with doing the thing that I just did. I am distracted.
Okay. Tempest.
Tempest will reach into his pocket and he will pull out the wand of conducting. And he will play exactly what you're hearing right now, the epic battle music.
Oh, very nice. This is a good track, Tempest. I like it.
Yeah.
Jared.
Seeing
Marcus's
that it
head.
failed,
Yeah, he turns toward you. Marcus would turn toward you immediately.
I will just put my hammer down and just watch what happens next.
Okay, you do have an environmental action. Are you sure you don't want to use it?
Get my shield ready? I don't think so.
Okay. Marcus.
All right. So, being that Marcus was unfortunately just attacked by somebody in his own home, Marcus immediately lets go of Bonkin's hand, staring at Jared, and in one fell swoop jumps over the table and lands next to Jared. And I am going to attempt a claw attack.
Okay.
It's a 24 to hit.
He nodded. Yep, that hits.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna burn a psi point for psionic strike. So that is 8 points of bludgeoning damage with an additional 6 force. And Jared, you need to make a strength saving throw. Your DC is 17. That was 14 points of damage total.
Negative.
So I choose to knock him prone.
Okay.
And then I'm going to jump on top of him as I smack him from the top down, kind of hitting him in the head. He will hit the ground and bounce, and Marcus jumps on top of him, and I'm going to attempt a bite.
Okay.
It's a 27 to hit.
Yep.
And that is for 23 points of damage. 10 of that is piercing, 13 of that is necrotic, and Marcus begins to fucking drain Jared. I'm going to attack him one more time.
Okay.
This is him continuing to drink. That's a nat 20.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, so that is going to be doubled. So it's going to be, well, hang on, no, it's not. It's going to be, hang on, 2d6. But how the fuck?
It looks
do I
like
do that?
it'll be 20, I think. Because it's 12 and then 4.
7, 8, yeah, so it's 20 points of damage. Again, he is still drinking.
Okay.
And then I am going to... How is he looking?
Not good.
Do I feel his pulse kind of weakening?
Yeah.
Excellent. Then I'm going to go ahead and burn my bonus action. I'm going to use my psi-powered leap. And Marcus lets go of him, and he is going to fly up to the ceiling and cling to the ceiling backwards, staring down at him, and I'm going to let the blood, his own blood, drip out of his mouth down onto Jared, and he's going to say, "Don't you ever fucking attack me in my own house. Do you understand me, Master Lightforger?" And I end my turn.
Bonkin?
I'll be honest, Bonkin is fucking stunned. Because he was just preparing for like an arm wrestling match over a potion, and almost
So was I, dude. So was
Yeah.
I.
I know, but then all of a sudden Marcus just jumps Jared because he didn't see the spell because he was busy focusing on Marcus. And now Marcus is on the ceiling.
You would have
backwards,
seen-
horror movie style.
Bonkin, you would have seen the magic try to overtake Marcus and Marcus fight it off because he was right across the table from you.
In that case, I guess, Bonkin being Bonkin, we'll just stand, I guess, next Jared. Sorry, my fucking head blank despite the name being right there. Jared and like kind of in between Jared and Marcus, but like, whoa, because my rage only lasts 6 seconds, and I'm assuming it's gone by.
No, I would say you still have it. You probably still have it. I mean, yeah, because you guys hadn't even technically gotten into a round of the. It all just happened very quickly, so.
Okay, in that case, I'm not gonna punch Marcus. That's not what's gonna happen. He will kind of just put his hands in between you two and be like, "What? Hold on. What do you mean? Is that magic bad? Like, what's going on?"
All right, moving back.
I'm sure we can talk this out like adults or something. Adults isn't the right word, but it's what he says because of
Okay.
instinct.
Kira.
Okay. First, is this door open or shut?
Which one? Probably open.
Okay. Then give me just a second. Okay. Kira's going to let out a kind of strangled sound of shock. And then she reaches for the shadows at the ceiling where Marcus is, and I am going to try and vortex warp Marcus to over here where he's hopefully safe from the paladin.
Can you ping
But
again?
she's going
Ping again?
just by the chair.
Okay.
Wherever
yeah,
she's
you'd be
got
able to see.
line
Yeah,
of
that's
sight.
fine.
Yep. But what she's going to say before she casts is, fuck. She's going to say in Elven, no, he's a champion, and she's going to try and move him to safety.
Okay. What's the how does that work if you're casting on someone else?
If he is unwilling, it's a con save.
If he's willing, it just happens.
Yes.
Would I know it's Kira casting it?
You've seen her use it, so I'd say yes.
I'm not going to resist.
Okay. So then you'll get teleported to here.
Yep. Outside of the wards and everything.
Am I
So
still clinging to the
she
ceiling?
Yeah, you're on the ceiling in the room. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I hate it.
To everyone else, she shouts something in Elven. Tempest understands, pulls the shadows around him. Marcus vanishes. And then she 5, 10, 20. I'm not encumbered at the moment because he still got my bag.
If you're talking to us, we can't hear you.
Really? Can you
Now
hear
I
me now?
can. Yeah.
Okay. I said, I'm not encumbered at the moment because he's still got my bag. So she's going to go and stand actually more in the doorway and just kind of make herself a barrier. Apparently she's being a meat shield.
Okay.
Frontliner. She's in the club.
Tempest.
She did it.
Yeah, Tempest will, thinking we're all having fun, suddenly realizing we're not having fun. We'll slide in behind Jared, and I assume Marcus like bit him on the neck, right? Or like probably anywhere where there was like open. Wherever Marcus bit him, Tempest will slap his hand against that spot and pump a cure wound into it.
Okay. What
So
level?
at least just level 1. That's all
Okay.
I got.
Yep.
Just to staunch the bleeding, at least. Almost max. It's funny because that was better than like one of my level 2 spells.
All right. So you
And
get.
Tempest's like, "What the fuck?" drop the wand. By the way, it's I don't know if it's still probably playing the battle music. Just slaps his hand on Jared's neck and tries to seal the bite wound.
Okay. Yeah. So you get 8 points of healing, Jared. All right. Moving on.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Gale, on your turn, is also going to step to the other side of the kitchen.
Oh yeah, I probably would have told her like you should probably get out of the house for right now.
Yeah, actually, 5, 10. She'll go out
Go
with
back
the
to her.
rest of the crew. Yep. You guys would have seen Aegis would have grabbed Alan and dragged him out the back door, and Zachary had just stepped in, saw you guys get ready, saw Jared cast the spell, and before Marcus even attacked Jared, Zachary would have stepped back out the back door. Alright. Jared, it is your turn again.
Okay, so would I have seen the shadows from that was cast on Marcus?
Yeah, you would have seen the shadows. I'm not sure.
It was a spell I had to incant fully for it, and
Yeah.
I did shout something first.
So you would have been able to see that it was Kira that did it as well.
Okay, and I note that she spoke in Elven, but I don't understand the full message.
Right.
And then Marcus
wouldn't have
vanished
seen-
and she planted herself in the doorway.
Okay, so I wouldn't have seen where Marcus had went because
Correct.
of me being prone and not having line of sight.
Correct.
So I will drop my shield right there. I will get up, so that's half my movement. I will move away from Kira, and then I will sit back down. And yeah, that's 30, so half. And then I will, I guess, shout to Marcus, saying, "My friend, I only meant for a little bit of fun as I seen Kira cast something on you. I meant no ill will." And that's where I will end my turn. I'll just stay sitting here, and that's it.
Okay. Marcus.
Oh, I will lower my AC because technically I put down my shield.
Oh, yeah.
Did I even hear him?
Yeah, you'd be able to hear him. He's only... The door's open. If the door's closed, then I'd make you roll, but...
Okay, and I'm sorry. What did he say exactly? It was Marcus, something about just trying to have fun?
Yeah, I would just be like, it was only for a bit of fun. It was no threat to you or anyone here. And that's where I'll end it.
Okay.
And
I
I'm
believe you
just
also said
sitting
it's.
down.
I believe you also said it's because Kira also cast something.
Yes, because I noticed Kira cast something on you as well. So I thought it was in good fun because I don't know what she cast.
Okay. Okay, Candace, I'm assuming that my grip, actually, well, my Psy Leap would be fading at this point, so Marcus is going to let go of the ceiling, and just before I hit the ground, I'm going to throw the cape around me, and I just whisper to it in Infernal, take me to the back door. And I'm going to Dimension Door directly behind Jared. So, Jared, there is a smell of sulfur and a behind you. Marcus is going to reach his hand around your neck and pull it back slightly, and he's just going to whisper to you, where I come from, battle magic like that means you're about to be executed. Unfortunately, it would appear that Alpha League failed to teach you that. And that will never happen again in this house. Am I understood?
I will just nod and say, I fully understand. It will never, ever happen again in this life or the next.
Yeah, Marcus will just release his hand and go, excellent. Where were we then?
I believe you are going to lose to Master Bonkin.
Fuck if I'm going to lose. I'm pumped up now. Somebody needs to get this man a meal, though. He is looking absolutely famished. Master Bonkin, I believe we have an arm wrestling match to see to.
He just comes in and starts making food for Jared.
Marcus, the fuck, dude? You could have just punched him in the face.
Oh, I think what happened was much more effective. He learned a very good lesson. You never cast battle magic on anybody, because where I come from, if you're going to attempt to paralyze somebody, it means you're about to get your throat slit, or disemboweled, or your head chopped off. It's an easy 1-2 punch.
When Zachary walks
Could've
in,
killed him.
he has his pistol drawn, and kind of peeks around the corner to gauge the room. And when he sees Marcus sitting back at the table, he motions for Gale to come back in as well.
You're like 4 seconds too late, Master Zachary. We could have used that shot like... No.
Oh, it's to protect her, not to hurt anyone in here. I knew you had it.
The fuck do I pay you for?
Just stay strapped. Sorry.
That's accurate.
Sun Tzu in the art of war, my friend. Stay strapped or get clapped.
Sorry, that was completely out of character.
So on that note, when Marcus goes completely back to everything's fine, I am going to use my multi-tool. I am going to learn prestidigitation for the next 8 hours, and I'm going to handle the blood spill.
Okay.
Thank you. I was about to ask about that because there's a big ass pool there.
Aegis would help with that too.
No,
Check the
you can. He needs food. I've got this.
check the drawer at the bottom right.
Aegis sadly sighs and looks at the floor and then turns around and goes back to cooking.
As I don't. There's magic for that, Bonkin. And she's going to incant a spell she's never used before and make the blood go away.
Is it prestidigitation?
What's it look like, Kira?
100% is.
What's it look like?
So the first thing is she
DJ
pulls
Roomba.
she pulls out her Swiss Army knife and mutters to it for a moment. Kind of like taps it like against one hand, like trying to get the right setting for it, and then it's that should work. And she's going to pass her hand, still holding the multi-tool, over the floor where the blood is, and it foams like blood when you pour hydrogen peroxide on it, and then as the foaming fades, the blood is completely gone.
Decent. All right. Okay. So, Bonkin, Marcus is set back at the table, ready to go.
Yeah, so actually in character, Bonkin will be like a bit frozen, but he's seen Marcus do this before, mainly on him. And he'll kind of just sit back over there and he'll say, Mr. Marcus, none of us are from where you're from. I'm pretty sure Mr. Jared didn't know.
Oh, somebody being trained by the #1 professionals in the entire city for superheroes didn't realize that attempting to paralyze somebody was any sort of threat, any sort of real threat. Really, Master Bonkin? You truly believe
Well,
that?
Miss Leonor says they use it sometimes to capture criminals, not, execute them.
Do I look like a criminal to you, Master Bonkin?
Well, no, but when you were on the ceiling, it kinda a little bit. It did scare me.
Well-
You looked a little monstrous, not gonna lie.
Or was I a man? No, was I a criminal, though? I can look monstrous, but was I just a man attempting to defend his life? Look where I'm from. If somebody attempts to paralyze you, ensnare you, bind you, you are going to be executed very shortly thereafter. There is only life and death, no tee-hees and ha-has, especially when it comes to magic. To be quite honest with you, I'm kind of surprised that I resisted that, because, I'm not very strong of will.
It was very impressive. I didn't even
It
know what
was
he
pretty
tried to
noticed.
do, to be honest.
Candace, do I know what that is? Do I even know what the fuck he tried to do to me? I mean, I know he tried to paralyze me, but do I actually know what it was?
Hold on a second. I wanna hold on.
It's in my spell list.
Then yes.
Okay. Yeah, he was attempting to paralyze me via hold person.
Oh,
That's a one-shot KO, as the kids say. You manage to paralyze your adversary and you're dead. I'm not sorry that I defended myself. That's not something that should have been done here, but
fair enough. I guess in context, maybe punch him once and then ask what's going on, because I don't think Mr. Jared, he's not that kind of person.
that's
I
fair.
do agree you should have punched him, though.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
a good punch in the
punch him. I
punch in the
slapped
cheek.
him in the face.
Well-
I slapped him in the face once.
With your
He-
claws.
It's all
I'm
I've
standing
got. What
right
do you want me
next
to-
to him. I saw
What do you want
claws
me
and
to
there
do?
was a blood splatter.
Well, what do you want me to do? Trim them?
Yeah, a little
It was,
bit.
do
it was
maybe.
an open hand slap. He hit the ground, and then, I figured I'd drive the point home a little bit, and yeah, I bit him, but I didn't kill him. And what I want everybody here to know, and he looks even back at Gale, he points specifically at Gale. What I want everybody to know, and then he turns back to the group, is that if I did want to kill him, I would have, but I chose not to.
And we're very thankful for that, Mr. Marcus. I'm glad it wasn't another me incident, though I don't think he...
For fuck's sake, even if it was, we've got that brand new flashy AED machine. We could have just brought him right back. Torm would have been
Only
pissed. I would have
s-
probably had a
only
pillar
so
of judgment
many-
down on me.
Only so many diamonds, though. We don't have an unlimited supply of diamonds. But
All right,
if you
then
ended
we
up,
just
if you
bury
ended
him
up
in the yard. We've already got a grave out there. Fucking Master Aegis' brother didn't need it, clearly.
So about
Oh, yeah,
that,
right.
we don't actually have the permits that we need in order to legally bury a corpse on premise.
All right, we cremate him in the oven. Master Aegis, can you turn that thing to fucking cremate?
Let's just
Jared,
not even
sick.
get to that point.
Excellent, see? And that's my point. He's still alive. We don't even need to think about it. Everything's fine. I promise you, if I wanted to kill him, he'd be dead as a fucking doornail right now. If he
Which
wanted to
mean-
kill me, I would have also probably been dead as a doornail, but that spell, something in my body told me it's time to fight or flight, and I apologize that I fought. I'm better than that. I'm sorry, I fought.
Next, she's gonna switch to Elven. Next time, be careful before you go biting beings of recently appointed divinity.
On that note, in Elven, he's fucking tasty. He tastes way better than the other vampire I bit that one time. That felt like hot sauce, volcano lava down my throat into my entrails.
Nope. I.
wish I didn't
She's
learn
gonna-
Elvish.
She's gonna pause. Was he tastier than the beads?
No.
She lets out a little bit of a sigh because she was suddenly very worried that she was gonna have to steal blood samples from Jared and all of this. Good. Back to common. I believe there's an arm wrestle that needs resolving.
Master Bonk?
Tempest is very concerned about this whole conversation right now. Okay. Cool, guys. That's.
She
very
did
weird
not say the
conversation
blood
you guys had
sample
there.
thing out loud. That was an inside thought.
Oh, it was an inside thought.
The blood samples from Jared is an inside thought because Marcus would offer to help, and that's not okay.
That's true.
Are you raising your hand
Listen,
for me?
I can puke this up right now. It's a little on the congealed side, but I got you. Sorry, Candace.
Jared's raising his. Are you raising your hand for me? Is a DM thing?
Yeah, question.
Uh-huh.
So what I've noticed after when Marcus hit me with the open-handed slap, two things. Did I notice any dirt under the fingernails? And did I notice any psionic power? Or any or like the pink that he seems to exude when he does his barriers.
So it was a similar. Okay, so the smack itself, as far as dirt under the nails, his hands are filthy because you guys were just in an abandoned hospital basement. And then he went straight from that to like identifying things and coming back. So yeah, his hands look dirty. But as far as the psionic energy, yes, but it's not the same feeling obviously as you get from the shield. The shield is a comforting feeling. This was a it's almost like it hit you before he hit you. You felt it emotionally and mentally first. Kind of like when lightning is about to strike and you can, like, all the hair stands up. It's sort of like that, but internal.
Okay. So, Jared will look at Marcus as that whole conversation is going on and be like, I did ask for it. I thought we were all in good fun, but Sir Marcus clearly showed me that it was not in good fun. I learned my lesson, and yes, he very easily could have killed me. And I appreciate that he didn't, and I will never do that again, and we'll take this as a learning point. Though, Marcus, you might want to trim your nails. They are pretty dirty.
Well, I can just clean them. I don't need to trim them for them. We got a fucking arm wrestling match here.
Yeah, let's just do that so we can go on.
Yeah, go ahead and...
Marcus is also going to pull out his potion of greater healing and just slide it across the table. Jared, you need to... Just fucking... You look like shit.
Aegis will slide it back. He'll walk over as he's handing him food. And...
Shit?
And, he'll say, no, keep that. And he'll start...
Oh, right. I forgot. You're a man of God. God of the gods. Of one of the gods. Sorry.
He kind of gives you just like a sideways glance and shakes his head. Jared, he'll heal you to full. There's no way he wouldn't be able to do that.
He's got so many spell slots. All right, Master
Sure.
Vulcan, are you ready?
Are we like saying no to rage den this time?
Well, I feel
So I got
strong
one more
as
in
shit,
me.
so come on, give me your best fucking shot. Let's go.
All right, and then I'll rage last time.
Kira's absolutely still concentrating, and even if they were like, no rage, Kira was not dropping concentration.
This whole combat was a diversion, so people forgot about the cheat.
Vulcan never knew in the first place, so...
Technically, raging is kind of cheating, so that's all right.
Yeah, I asked both times if you're okay with it.
He doesn't understand what that means. Whatever, he'll take you. Come on. Oh, I did not roll good.
Neither did I.
Oh! So, as we are...
Oh, hang on, yours was a save.
Yeah, it's the same. My save and my check is the same. Oh, actually, hang on. Ooh, no, it's not. So we're going to subtract 4. We're going to subtract 5 from mine. So I rolled a 10.
It was close.
It was very close. Yep. Yeah, you're right.
Jared already called it.
Marcus won't really struggle though. Like he kind of like goes back and forth and he goes, "God, I am fucking tired. Are you tired, Master Pumpkin?"
Yeah, very. This is my last one.
I don't even know what that means. Like you just understand how often you can get pissed off. Oh fuck! All right, the potion's yours. Shit.
And then as I lift my hand up, yeah, it's with me monk training. I kind of learned how to get like control how angry I get, and it helps me get really, focuses my strength,
No, I appreciate that.
and also makes me feel less.
If you want to feel, I know that your monk training or your whatever training helps you feel less. But if you want to really feel nothing, you should come visit Professor Sundama sometime. He'll help you feel absolutely nada.
I might take you up on that one.
Also, just so you know, Lucy, it's a potion of stone giant strength. So the strength it'll increase you to is 23. Okay. Yeah, Marcus, he's actually going to pick his helm up now, and he puts the helmet back on and everything, fully cinches himself in. We're still not done with loot, by the way. So I found these. He pulls out a, this is the last thing actually out of the bag of holding, and then he slides the bag of holding over to Kira. That was everything, by the way, and thank you. Seriously, thank you, because without that, I'd have been moving slow. And I wasn't. Greatly appreciated.
Anytime. And she slings the bag back over her shoulder so it settles into place. Weighs her down a little bit, but that's fine.
So I found this set of dice. He pulls out a small set of translucent dice that have gold and purple energy swirling around inside of them. These... I've only ever heard of these, and I'm glad that the items upstairs kind of tell us what they do, because I have been lost without it. These are called divination dice. So, only once ever, whoever wants the dice can throw the dice and hold on to them. Whatever they roll are locked in permanently. And at any time, while holding the dice, you have the gift of foresight and the gift of intuition. Whereas you can affect yourself, an ally, an enemy, doesn't matter who, with the chance in the dice, 1 being the lowest common denominator and 20 being the highest, which is obviously interesting. So, I know it sounds really weird, and I know that these are only a one-time ever use thing. I haven't taken anything from the loot pool today. I wouldn't mind holding on to these and just tossing them right now in front of everybody. Unless somebody is very desperate for these, or if somebody has any need or necessity for divination. They can be utilized for literally anything, but I think it would just be fun to fuck with and see what happens in my brain. Candace, how many dice are there? Sorry, it says there's 2d20s. Okay.
It sounds kind of like my necklace, and she pulls out her clockwork amulet.
Oh,
where
shit, I forgot about that.
Whenever when needed, you can strike exactly at your average. No amazing feats of precision or clumsy misses, just exactly true. Well, it makes sense. The clockwork amulet lets me roll a 10 on one attack roll.
Sure about
It
these
just
dice.
automatically rolls 10?
Yeah,
Plus
I can do
whatever
it.
your bonus is?
Yep.
Oh, that's actually
Yeah.
really fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
Is that per long rest or short rest?
I think it's long.
That's
But
okay. That's still really useful.
I try and save
you
it
need
for
to
when I
make it
do
count.
like my big bad inflict wounds or spell touch attacks. Yeah. I'm okay with you getting it.
So about these dice, do you want to roll them now? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, why not? He kind of holds the dice in his hand. I'll roll them both right now, and it should, if I'm understanding them correctly, oh great gods, when I throw them, they will lock to my spirit, and as long as they're on me, I can impact things around me. The only reason why I even suggested is because I'm very hyper aware of my surroundings. means. I'm constantly watching all of you. I'm constantly watching myself. I'm constantly watching our enemies. So I might be able to influence things.
Oh, do you have to roll them for the to take effect? Because I was thinking if there's 2 of them, then maybe someone else can try and roll chief, because it's more luck, I think, is how it works. That's what my daughter used to say.
I think if you roll it, it's the person who rolls it who is impacted by it. It's who it's bound by.
Oh, all right. Then yeah, feel free.
No complaints here.
Good. No, I'm just kidding, Master Jared Lightforge. I'm just fucking with you. Oh, he's all freaked out. You should have seen when we were in the underground. I had a chance to execute Master Bonker, but I promised him I wouldn't, and I didn't. That was fun. Oh, actually, that reminds me. Master Bonkin, Master Lightforger. The underground is happening in 4 days. March 7th is when it kicks off again. You should come, both of you. Well, Master Bonkin, you'll be here, of course, but Master Lightforger, you should come down there. I promise I won't execute you, but I will fuck you up 2 ways from that Sunday. I'm the reigning champion.
I would actually like to see what this is all about. Maybe test my mettle a bit more.
Maybe we could even team up until it comes time for us to have to, Oh, can we do that? Is that cheating?
We could ask. I don't think there was any rules aside from winning, I guess.
Right.
I don't
It's
think in the underground there would be a rule like that.
That's a fair point.
It's an in-the-moment strategic alliance born of necessity.
True. Now, the interesting thing, though, is that Master Bonkin's druid girlfriend...
No, it's the old lady from the farm.
Okay,
son.
well, I don't know what...
Oh, she's your girlfriend?
What?
No.
Something like that. But her grandson, who's the one that we are going to kind of do the investigatory work on in the underground with this arena competition, maybe if myself, Master Lightforger, and Master Bonkin can go down there, Master Tempest and Mistress Kira can keep us kind of safe for the initial rounds of combat. Master Lightforger can focus on keeping the kid alive, and myself and Master Bonkin can focus on fucking everybody else up. And when it comes down to it, we just do work on each other, but we keep that kid alive because we're not supposed to execute him. Correct?
Yeah, if
I think
possible,
they had
I'd like
healer
to
bots
have a
anyway.
word for him.
Oh, they do have heal bots. Alright, so we just fucking go down there and...
I mean, don't traumatize the kid.
What are you fucking asking from me? I mean, I'm either gonna win or... Do
I mean, like, don't do the spider fucking thing on the ceiling like you did with Jared just now. I mean, like, that's
For
gonna like
fuck's sake.
stick with him forever.
Master Tempest, that was for dramatic effect. I didn't have to cling to the fucking ceiling. I just had a little bit of psionic energy left from that crazy double dracolich fight, and I figured I'd throw myself up there and trip. I mean, it's just fucking, it was an act. You should, of all people, should know that...
Well, yeah, I get it, but don't do that to a kid who's gonna probably fucking traumatized for the rest of his life. That's all I'm saying. Just don't traumatize him too bad.
Maybe it'll scare him away from the underground, where he shouldn't be. Maybe it'll scare him back into the daylight. Okay. I won't drink his blood and spit it back into his fucking face, okay?
If possible, I'd like
Thank
to
you.
have a talk with him in the ring. If I can't get him before, sure. I just want to have a word with him.
I'm sorry, Master Monkman, say that one more time. I missed the beginning of that. You wanted to have what with him?
A word.
Oh, thank
I wanted
God,
to
that's what I heard. Okay, just sorry.
Well, what else did you think I was saying?
Let's not go there.
Okay. Blanken has no idea what you're talking about, by the way.
Neither does Marcus. He's just terrified that there's going to be eggplant emojis being cast into his brain because of the Zoopal thing.
Zoopal's just Marcus's greatest threat.
Zoopal wasn't sure what emoji to add to that one, to be honest.
Honestly, I thought you said you were going to give him an award, like a medal.
Oh.
No, not for being in underground fights.
Well, if he wins, wouldn't that be crazy?
I mean, to be
Kick the shit
fair,
out of
that's
all of us?
That's a pretty big deal. I mean, if this kid's made it so far, I think he should kind of deserves an award. Good for him.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
okay. Well, I won the underground and nobody gave me a fucking award, so.
Oh, you did get him.
But
You get a shitload of gold?
Did I? Well, no, I mean, we got some gold, but I shared it with everybody. It wasn't like I got a trophy. Did I get a title? Do I have a title?
Didn't you get a belt?
Technically, you got the shield.
I looked behind me. Master Zachary, do I have a title?
There's several, don't you?
You're
The
Ninth
Ninth
Son.
Son?
That's your title.
You fucking pud. Don't. I meant for the underground thing. Find it out for me.
Okay.
Is that what I pay you for?
Yep, that's what you pay me for.
Excellent. And
Is that
Marcus,
what you
which
pay
is
him
it
for?
you- Marcus
He just
is-
shrugs. Zachary just shrugs as he's looking on his phone. He doesn't.
I'm gonna push a few buttons and send him 100 plat.
You'd hear him go "Gah!" while he's on his phone.
Oh no, 1,000 gold pieces, help me. Settle down. Settle down and enjoy your bonus. Also, thank you, you're a doll. Alright, anyways, divination dice. Marcus just fucking snatches them up, shakes them, and I throw both the d20s.
All right, go ahead and roll.
Oh boy. Let me hang on. I gotta do custom dice on this, don't I?
You know, with your history of rolling dice, this was
I'll
a
take this-
choice.
I'll take the
Snake
super low one.
eyes.
No, the good thing is, if I roll snake eyes, though, I can impact enemies. So that's where it's. Yeah, these are like divination dice.
Mhm.
So it
were-
actually is
they're
beneficial.
D20s? They are D20s? Okay.
Can you use them?
Oh my god. It's a nat 20 and an 8. One for me, one for you.
Very nice. All right.
I was
I'm
going
gonna
to
hold
ask
on
if
to
you could
that.
use them on your goblin keys if they were percentile.
Do I feel like I could use them to influence the goblin keys by percentage points equal to what the roll was? So up or down 28%?
So I'll say since you've been carrying them as long as you have, yeah, you feel like you might be able to use them to your advantage for that.
In that case, Kira's going to have said that out loud then. I wonder if those would help with your keys. With finding the right door.
You know, there is a door that I am destined to open with one of these keys, but for fuck's sake, if we encounter it, you better open it, Mistress Kira.
Didn't you already open one? Didn't you open like a coffin or something with it? Like a
Yeah,
chest?
I did. It was like a really weird. Wait, what the fuck did I open? It was something really strange. I don't
Didn't
even know
feel
what
like
it was.
Destiny.
It was
Whatever
the
it
back
opened.
door to the club, to the vampire
Oh,
club.
That's what it
the
was.
fucking- You know what though? That
It kind of was, actually.
that got us out of a potentially very big confrontation.
Destiny.
Destiny. All right, I'll take my 20 and my 8. That's awesome. Candace, is that I didn't see it in the description. Is that a reaction to use those?
Yeah. Yes. Sorry, it is.
Oh, I've got some reaction economy. I may not have been the best person to use those. Okay, got it. Oh, last thing, and then we can move on with our lives. I'm gonna put up just a brown sack, and inside is a gold bowl with a set of blue sapphires. Excuse me, set with blue sapphires. A miniature castle made of gold, 2 star rubies, and 2 bloodstones. This is a bunch of shit. Gaudy shit. But it's worth total probably somewhere in the ballparks of $1,300 to $1,400 gold pieces if it was given to the right person, unless of course somebody can utilize the bloodstones. The
Gaudy, you
rubies.
say?
He pulls out the gold, the gold miniature castle. Not quite the table piece I'd put on my dinner table, but
They're not magical. They're just
no
Cool.
magic. It's just valuable.
Are these gems useful to anybody, like Kira, for example, or are they
Correct.
just
It's less than 1,000 for the entire group of them, but
all of them?
you
are
can
worth
use
1,000?
them. Yeah, for all of them, it's probably worth 1,000 total.
Right, pull the
If
gems and
I-
melt down the gold. Is that something that like works for you? That you need?
If you
It's
want it, fuck.
something I could definitely do, but if you have interest in it as is, then by all means, take it.
Oh gods, no.
I mean,
Oh,
I do kind of
sorry,
like. I
that's
do
okay,
kind of like this
sorry.
little castle. I do kind of like this little castle. Right? You said it was a little castle. You said it was a little bowl.
Yeah, it's
and
like a miniature castle made out of gold. A golden bowl that is set on the outside with blue sapphires, 2 star rubies, and 2 bloodstones.
So
You know
all the
what?
gems are in the bowl.
No, the bloodstones and the star rubies are loose inside the bowl. The bowl is made of
Oh.
gold, and there are settings around the edge, kind of like, you know, set in, and there are sapphires in those settings. So the bloodstones and the star rubies are their own thing.
So
I mean,
There's
I could
no
use a new
stick-
cereal bowl.
That's fancy.
Fancy as fuck.
I mean, I'm fine. If you all want this, you're more than welcome to it. Here, how about I do this? There we go.
I actually really. I mean, don't you, Kira? Don't you need those gems to power your Min and Sil?
That
Is that how they work? I don't even know how they work.
it's it's more complicated than that, but these gems I would probably use to make jewelry.
That
Not
reminds me. I'll be right back. And then Bonkin just goes to his room.
Fuck.
Candace, I sent you a message.
she's going to, since she's still got prestidigitation she can do, she's going to pick up one of the bloodstones, incant, and just do the faint, crude illusion of a necklace setting around the gem, and just kind of, as she kind of drags out the chain, she lets it melt away. Jewelry.
Well, you are the up and coming jeweler. I mean, your name is known far and wide in this town for being an amazing jeweler. So,
I
I
haven't
mean, yeah.
given them any of my jewelry yet, so how?
May have exaggerated a little bit, but still, I mean, you know,
The best.
what?
Even. Oh, I need to make more. If you want the bowl and the castle, I could use the gems. Or if you want all of the things, I've still got some gems. Or if someone else needs them, that's fine too.
Nah, I don't need any of this stuff. I was just joking about the cereal bowl thing.
Take the castle. I'm going to make you a bowl.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I will take the castle and I will probably put it next to my window or something. How big is it? It's probably like a miniature.
Yeah, it's a
about
miniature.
yay?
Yeah.
Kind of looks like it could go with the sandcastle kind of design. You could maybe.
Oh, I can put it in Zupel's tank.
Cool, that's a good idea. Yeah, it would fit there.
Or the fish tank. Actually, no. No, it's going in Zupel's tank.
Zupel does seem like they need a castle. Are you guys sure no one else wants the gems or the bowl? Jared?
We are absolutely sure Master Jared, I think, has had his fill. Marcus smiles. Master Jared, maybe I step out of line. Are you good? Or
Oh
is
no,
there
I have
anything
no
here?
use for them at all. I already received payment, and I got some ingredients for an ability of mine. I'm perfectly okay with Miss Kira receiving these.
Then I'll make good use of them. And if anyone has anything they want made, as she picks up the ruby, she's gonna pause and kind of look up at the ceiling towards her room, because these are still hatching ruby size, aren't they? She'll tuck those 2 rubies in a different pouch.
So it,
I guess after a bit, Bonkin comes in, and he's carrying like a delivery box essentially. It's probably like decently sized, not too big. And he puts it on the table and starts opening it. He goes, "Oh, I ordered these for you guys a while back, before the whole leaving thing was." And he opens them, and first off he hands a bracelet to Tempest, and on it you'll see a saxophone, a ship, and and a bagpipe. Wow, that's shaped like a shell.
Wow. Thanks, Bonkin.
I figured you might like this because we went to that jewelry store and I wanted to get something for everything. It's just a normal bracelet.
Is brass, or is like bronze or brass or gold, or looks like bronze?
I'll leave that to Candace. It was like a expensive jewelry store.
it's brass. Sorry.
Thanks, Bonkin. This is beautiful.
I hope you like it. And then he pulls out something much bigger, and this one's clearly like wrapped around itself, and it's like a purple belt that's like very clearly colored like Marcus's armor, with a sun in the middle and a giant 9 in this as like the buckle. Sun and giant 9. This is for you, Mr. Marcus. It's a belt for you to wear while you're even in your armor with out of it.
Son of a bitch, look at that 9. Oh, nobody will ever have to question who I am. Holy shit, Master Bonkin. Who made this?
It's that jeweler woman that we went to a while back that we introduced Miss Kira to.
Oh, gods, this is... Fuck, this is beautiful, thank you.
Then he takes out...
immediately puts it on.
He shuffles through the box and and you hear like the chink of metal and a chain as he takes out this silver chain with a cat on it and with like 2 gem eyes, and then he hands it over to Kira. This is for you, Miss Kira. I figured that you'd like something like this because I remember the first thing I saw about you was you really appreciating Min and shit. And it's very intricate, sure, with full of gears and stuff like you like to mess with.
She takes it and kind of cradles it in her hands and then presses it like against her chest. Just, thank you. I love it.
I'm glad you like it. I was a bit nervous about it because it does look a bit too much for me. But it suits you perfectly.
And she looks down at herself, at her like studded clothing and the like multiple necklaces that she's wearing and chains, and just I think it'll fit right in.
Next, he takes out a necklace, and this one is more made of like rope or hemp. And on it is 3. It has 3. I can't remember what you call like the points of the necklace, but one is soon. One is the home mark of home. It's for Aegis, and he hands it over. I thought you'd like this, Mr. Aegis. It's one of your goddess, because I knew you like to run it in. You said so many times. There's this one as well, and your mark as well.
Aegis will take it and immediately put it over his head so that it's hanging around his neck, and he looks at you and very sincerely says, "Thank you, Bonkin. I will cherish this forever."
I appreciate that. I really hope you like it. And then lastly, he goes over to the box. He probably just reaches in from where he is from Aegis, because there's only one thing left. Because Jared and Gale wasn't here, or Alan also wasn't here when he placed these orders for these. So then he reaches in and he pulls out a watch, and it's a very fancy watch with, I think, brass or gold, and in the middle of it there's a car. And he hands it over to Zachary.
Zachary was still looking at his phone, and he looks up and looks over at Marcus, and he says, "Champion of the Anomalies." What? Oh.
What?
Oh.
What did you say?
This is for you, Mr. Zachary.
He's looking at the watch. Thank you.
Hold on. We're not gonna talk about what just happened there.
That's your title, Champion of the Anomalies. I found it. Sorry, Bonkin.
No, I am the ninth son.
No,
I think
underground.
you mean from the underground fights.
Oh, my title from that is Champion of the Anomalies.
Yep. You want me to send back like 500 gold to you?
No, you did good, but what the hell? That seems awfully. Ugh.
I think the ninth son sounds better.
Well, of course it is. You
Why
stack
the
titles on
anomalies?
titles. That's what I. That is exactly it. Who? What am I? A fucking anomaly? Well, I get. Okay, no, maybe I'm an. Okay, hold
Yes.
on.
He puts the watch on and does like the wiggle thing that you do when you put on a new watch. Thank you. Thank you, Bonkin.
Sorry, Mr. Jared, Alan, and Miss Gale. You weren't here when I placed the order for these. I wouldn't mind getting some for you as well.
Gail she kind of just shakes her head and smiles, and she says, "Thank you. You don't have to do that, but thank you. You went through quite a bit before I got here, so it's understandable."
Please.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Sir. Please, Sir Bonkin, don't mind it. The thought is more than enough.
And then Alan will look at you as well, and he'll say, just helping everything along is more than enough. Thank you."
I appreciate it. I will eventually get you something, because I think it's only fair. All three of you.
Well, this was an odd way to end loot distribution, but Master Bonkin, this was a wonderful way for you to show your love for everybody, and this belt is fucking fantastic. How did you know my waist size?
I asked Miss Kara.
Marcus glanced.
Kara flushes again.
He kind of whispers.
I also do the laundry.
Did he really? Oh. Laundry.
Marcus's waist is 1.5 Kira arm lengths.
God damn, he thick.
Reese's.
Well, Master Bonkin, God, I haven't gotten you a gift. The only thing I gifted you with when you came back was death. So this is weird.
Kind of feel bad too. I haven't gotten you anything either, but now I'm gonna have to keep my eye out for you, buddy.
It's alright. You guys helped me with money for me home.
That's true, and we have guaranteed you a ride back to the past, which we still intend on upholding. I assume, correct? Because I'm on board.
I hope so.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Also, Mr. Tempest, you helped me find fish tanks for the fish I caught.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, it's a fish tank. This is beautiful work, man. Appreciate it.
I know it's still kind of early today, but I could probably use some rest. Would everybody be okay if we just hung out for a little bit? Master Jared, if you want, you're more than welcome to stay for a while. As long as you don't do any stupid shit. There's plenty of food, plenty of drink, plenty of water. You can do your laundry if you like, or Master Bonkin will probably do your laundry because he usually does all of ours. We can get some armor repaired for you. Whatever needs to be done. I don't know where we are going from here at this point. He kind of looks down and whispers in Elven to Kira, and I think we need to figure out what's going on with the girls.
She just nods, doesn't speak on that, looks like she can't trust herself to speak.
So if everybody wants to take a little while for themselves. Candace, what time is it?
Absolutely.
By now, it was 11:30, so yeah, it's like 1:30ish.
We just reconvene down here tomorrow at some point and figure our next plan.
Probably not a bad idea. Why don't we just go ahead and... Oh, sorry.
Kara looks a little guilty. I also should probably lay down. I wasn't technically supposed to be moving around yet.
Wait, what
Certainly
the fuck?
wasn't. She does
Marcus,
the
what's that?
guilty expression.
Can I try...
You can insight check.
Can I try to give her like a detailed once-over investigation?
Oh, yeah.
To figure out what the fuck's going
Yep,
on with
go
it? 'Cause
ahead.
I don't know if I'm... 25.
So, with your intelligence and with that investigation, you spent the 2-week downtime with her pretty much the whole time.
She wasn't... Yeah, I had this in my notes.
Yeah, you already know.
Okay.
And
It clicks.
wounded still, but she's been like trying actively to keep her hands from shaking.
Yeah, you should probably have a rest. We should all probably have a rest. Everybody should have a rest. If anybody needs their nightmares consumed by the void, come see me in my room. Professor Sundama is very hungry. He's a very, very thirsty boy. I'm kidding.
And you're selling it worse and worse every time, man.
Look, at some point in time in your life, you will see the horrors that the void has to offer. I guarantee you, knowing your patron, at some point it will just slip through and you'll be like, let's get rid of that right now.
You see, Tempest, you would notice Gale has kind of a distant look and she's sort of nodding as Marcus says that and then blinks and shakes it off.
Do I notice that?
Sam?
Probably not. I'm facing the opposite direction.
Yeah, probably not. That's yeah.
I'll just disregard it.
Yeah, maybe you got a point there. Okay, well, I think I'll retire for the day. Jared, if you need a place to lay down, I think there's plenty of space up in my studio if you like to, pull out one of the couches there and relax. We could probably get you like a bedroll or something up there.
Also,
Yeah.
won't hear you snore.
And if not, in the front room, I believe there is a couple of small couches near where we've placed Dr. Dorian Brown. And
Oh yeah, you can
X3R2.
sleep on Lounging Larry. Yeah.
Oh, you can just sleep on lounge. Oh,
There-
fuck, that's perfect. Nobody will bother you there.
There was also the spare bed from when we made the modifications up by my room.
Oh, true. Yes, well, Master Jared,
Plenty of
no
options.
pressure. If you'd like to stay and have yourself a little rest.
Aegis will pipe up too and say, the bed in my room never gets used. Ellen and I both sleep in the chairs.
But Master Jared, I'd be careful because at one point there was technically a corpse in that bed.
Yes, but the corpse is standing at the sink now.
He wasn't a corpse, he was in a coma.
There have technically been corpses in the majority of beds in this place.
She's not wrong about that.
That is slightly concerning, but not wrong.
Wait, what?
All right, off we go.
And
Mr.
Karen
Mark,
gets up and starts heading towards the the stairs.
Hold on, what does that mean?
Can't hear you walking up the stairs.
Before you go, Mr. Marcus, I'm gonna go for a smoke. If it's not too much trouble, I'd like to speak with you later.
How much later, Master Pumpkin?
Whenever you're not busy. If you want to sleep, that's fine. I can wait.
Yeah. Why don't we go for a smoke right now?
Oh, okay.
As Marcus watches Kira descend the stairs, he will connect to her via the network and allow her to just kind of slip past the doorway, and he'll say to her, you need to lay down and get some rest. You're obviously very tired. Master Bonkin would like to have a private conversation, and judging by his delicate nature the last couple of days, I think I should probably take this, but I'll be up to check on you momentarily.
Do you want company?
I think he wants this to be between him and I, but
I could probably manage an invisibility.
you need to get some sleep. Should I send in the professor?
I still don't sleep.
Yeah, but you should probably lay down and think about stuff. Do you want me to send in the professor?
Nope. Nope. Can't hear you breaking up. Static.
Marcus will say out loud, this fucking thing is supposed to be like 4 miles. Goddamned wards, fucking Orpensa and Paylor and all you bastards.
Probably don't do that.
You see Marcus just nods, suddenly bonking. Yeah, I probably shouldn't do that. My eyes will blow out the back of my skull.
The best part is he's so used to this button now because Marcus does this all the time. He doesn't know who he's talking to, but he's assuming it's Kira because, let's be honest.
They never have, like, secret rendezvous. Ever.
Bullshit.
So I have a question.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Jerry?
Would I even be able to make it to the studio with the warding glyphs and all that?
Yeah, it only keeps out specific creatures, so unless you're a fiend,
Fiend on what was it? Fiend undead.
fiend undead. I think Faye was on there. Yeah.
Yeah, fiend undead. Fae,
Yeah.
As long as that's not.
Are we about to learn something about Jared?
Oh, I fucking hope
Nope.
so. Because then I'm gonna be like, I fucking told you.
Should have finished him when I had that chance.
The battle
Nope, I'm
music
just-
starts again.
Nope, I'm just a boring old white dragonborn.
The battle music starts from Tempest's room, and it's not for the battle.
Oh,
There's a reason his
yeah,
room is
Tempest,
soundproofed.
Yeah, no, Tempest remembers that he left his wand down there, and the battle music is still playing in the corner. He picks it up, puts it back in his pocket.
Oh, thank gods, Master Tempest. I was wondering why I felt like I needed to execute you, Master Bonkin. I wasn't going to, but that thing was sitting in the corner and just like, do you not, like, sometimes when we get into the thick of shit, do you hear things like that?
No, normally when I get really angry, I tone out kind of everything.
Oh, God, that sounds so sublime.
Anyway,
You wanna go for a smoke?
Outside. Yes, please.
All right. You want to go up to my room and I can throw us out the window ledge and just kind of have us...
The door is right, yeah, I'm just gonna...
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. Street level's no problem.
if you want to
Master
jump
Aegis?
out, it's fine.
No. Trust me, I am very much almost out of energy for the day. I don't know if that's a good thing for me to do. Master Aegis, what are we having for supper?
Oh, tonight I was thinking about doing a 5-cheese lasagna.
Could I have mine with meat?
Yeah, there will be meat mixed in too.
Okay, so not just 5 cheese.
No, but usually there's only 1 or 2 cheeses. I'm gonna do 5.
How many fucking kinds of cheese are there?
He starts listing off different kinds of cheese.
I'll be right there, Master Bonkin, and I just step outside.
Sabak will probably take out his pipe of smoke monsters that he has, and it's probably, I'd like to think it's dented and stuff from, because he had that on him when he was going back. And he'll take that out and kind of light it and go, Mr. Marcus, you showed me something while you were biting my neck when I came back. And, sorry, yeah, continue.
No. I was just
Okay.
agreeing. Yes, I showed you a few things through psychic memories.
Specifically, you showed me you turning into vampire, Marcus, not dead vampire. It's a bit confusing what you are. I don't quite understand it.
I'm immortal.
That. But in the division, I guess I want to, not to drag this out, but why did you do that? Is going back for me with me the only reason?
No.
Can I know the other reason, or is it?
This was a multifaceted decision, Master Bonkin. Originally, you were the only reason. And when we began to delve into the details of time travel, which I am not accustomed to, I thought that if I made myself immortal, I may be able to survive the trip back in time in order to bring you to where you wanted to be. I did find out later on that there were alternatives, i.e. I am brought back into that timeline and then die off as normal. And I found that my future, which is here in the present, is not what I thought it was going to be. Meaning my bloodline, Maracus, is an absolute fucking mud pud of a tiefling and a terrible attempt at a ninth son. So much so that the elders of my clan attempted to make a ninth daughter just to subvert the fact that he was so shite. And then I found an interest here that encouraged me to want to come back to the future for the sake of her. And I feared if I were going to do that alone, the only way that I could accomplish all of my tasks was by confirming the fact that I needed to be immortal. And in doing so, I think I have solidified both my past, your past, our present, and mine and hers future.
To be honest with you, Mr. Marcus, there's a lot I want to say about that. But I think, to be honest, I think it can be summed up to this is the ninth son way of going roundabout. His, the way he does it. Unfortunately, I have to say, if I was the only reason at first, I don't agree with what you did. Mainly because I saw what you went through. I didn't, if you'd asked me, you know I wouldn't have said you should do that. Not for me going back.
That's fair. And again, originally it was just for you. But you know me better than most now, Master Bonkin, and you know that what I do is for fate. And I was fated to get pulled 900 years from the past and thrust into the future, which is now our present. And when I met you, and it was your hellbound mission to return to the past, it immediately became mine, because I am somebody who wanders with no true purpose other than what is directly in front of me. And that was you. Until there was her. And now things are a little bit different. But I still stand by what I did. And now what I did is serving multiple purposes. I believe, hopefully.
Malkin kind of nods and then goes, honestly, I don't know how they're gonna send me back once we get everything. Maybe if I can come back, maybe I can't. Maybe we can go back and forth. Maybe we can't. But either way, I think maybe it's just your way of seeing things, and maybe it's just because I can't see it that way. And you said Miss Kira means a lot to you. I can see that via everything, despite me one eye. But I think maybe you should, I guess, try viewing things a bit differently. But I guess that's difficult, seeing as you're much older than I am, and have lived through much more. But you said Marcus. I call him just Tiny Marcus. You said he's weaker.
He's soft.
But in a way, I kind of see that as you did your job, that case. Because, well, I always fight for my daughter. I want to protect her. I want to make sure she has a better life than I do. Even if that means she grows soft. So wouldn't you seeing him soft so far in the future kind of mean that you and those after you mean that you did your job? You've allowed them to be able to get soft.
Maybe, but I think that you miss the point of the pact that bound my people to what we are, and that is that there is an ever-looming threat, constant on the horizon, and if those after me grow soft, there is a point that after them, they've grown so soft that they become vulnerable. And then everything we have fought for will end suddenly and probably violently.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I fully understood what your situation was, but why not train Morokosh then? He's clearly a very good smith. I mean, look what he did with your maces. Flails. I'm not very good with that much.
Well, here's the thing, Master Bonkin. I think that there's an opportunity in the future, and technically in the past, to train Marcos. But that includes me now coming back to the present from the past to ensure his future. There's a lot here. A lot of cogs moving in this weird wheel that I don't entirely understand right now. But I think that once we go back to the past and get you settled, I will come back to the future, which is our present right now, and I will see to his training until his days are done, and so forth and so on until I meet my end. And as far as you are concerned, because I know you posed this question very briefly, I hate to tell you this, but my intention when we go back to the past is to see you through to the end of your days. And I will watch over you as you grow elder and sick. And when you die, I will overwatch your estate, your children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and I will ensure that they have everything that they could possibly ever need until our present day, and allow them to build on what you have sown for them. But I will have to watch you die. Naturally, of course. Unless you want me to end it quick. No, Master Bonkin, I won't do that, I promise you.
That means more than you know, Mr. Marcus. But I don't think you should come back with me, to be honest with you. I think that I appreciate what you want to do, but I think you need to stay here with Miss Kira. Even if you can live that long and go through the years, fine. I think you should stay here with Miss Kira, Morokosh, the ninth daughter, and Well, I guess what I want to say is, don't be alone for years just because I go back. Maybe I don't even go back. Maybe I can bring my daughter here. I
You
think
see a huge
should
shit-eating
stay.
grin go across Marcus's face. By the way, fangs out. He kind of like he pulls the helmet off at this point. I don't know. Is by the way, is Bonkin sharing the pipe with him?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So Marcus will like pull out the pipe and smoke it, and he'll shoot out like a smoke monster of like the fucking beholder, and all of its tentacles are wrapped up in Marcus, and Marcus just like bamps him up like 6 feet. So Marcus will say, I think maybe you misunderstand exactly where this thing stands, Master Bonkin. I don't think I'm going to be alone in the past.
Are you taking Miss Kira with?
I think so. At least, I hope so. Her people live a very, very long time, and we've had a brief conversation about it, which we will explore more in the future. I think when the time comes at the end of her days, if I need to bestow on her the curse of vampirism for the sake of us both seeing ourselves through to eternity, she would accept that. She's very hungry for knowledge, and I intend to see her through to the end of her book. I think. Maybe I'm mistaken. I'm not really good with things socially, so there's a possibility I'm totally misreading the situation, but she did kiss me on the cheek, so I think that's how that starts.
So, I can't say I have any experience in this field. I mean, look at me.
The fuck, you have a daughter? How are you not experienced in this field?
I've told you twice now, Mr. Marcus, she's a
Oh
daughter.
shit, that's right. Okay.
Anyway. Yeah. Candace, that through Xavier's mic. But then I guess there's another option. I guess you don't have to go back with Miss Kira. After all, I know she likes it here. And like I said, maybe we don't have to go back at all for too long. So I guess there's another thing to talk about with her. Also, from what I do know about Miss Kira, which you'd be surprised what you find in her room sometimes.
You'd be surprised by what you find in her head sometimes.
Oh, I remember that journey there. Yeah.
Oh fuck, we did go there together, didn't we?
It wasn't pleasant.
Horrifying.
I think she does need Sundamar more than she lets on. But I do think she'd like to, I guess saying it less romantically than you did, but stay with you forever.
Well, why the hell do you say that?
Because let's be honest, Miss Kira would absolutely love to become a vampire, or whatever you are.
Yeah, let's just say I'm blessed by no gods, but admired by all.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either. I tried to make a joke, but the gods fucking hate me and clerics despise me, so here we are.
But we have two of them in our house around you, and
That's
both
true.
of them like you.
That's...
Or Spencer, I guess, did talk to you.
But yeah, I was being talked at by Orpensa. And look, fuck me, that reminds me. He hands the pipe back. I've been standing out here. Mistress Kira lost both Syl and Min during that fight. I need to get back to her, like, ASAP. We need to rebuild them.
Min is fine. She's recovering. Remember, she woke up?
But she's active?
Yeah, she was active a bit after the dragon when we were looking around.
Well, yes, of course, like physically, but are you talking about spiritually? Have you reached into her mind? Of course you haven't reached into her mind, Master Bonkin. Fuck.
I can't do that.
Okay, well, Syl's technically, like, partially my daughter, I think, is what we've...
I think she's completely your daughter.
I think you're probably right about that, too. Look, this has been a fun conversation and a good one, I think. When the time comes, just know that whatever decision is made by any of us within our group to see you back to the past, we will guarantee our existence in the future before we make the choice. Because you're right, there is a lot here for most of us.
Yeah. I guess all I ask is think about it, and you said you would, so you think a lot, along with Miss Kira. Which is why I'm kind of glad I can't read minds. You two would just confuse me.
Can I tell you something honestly, Master Bonkin?
Yeah.
What I have a lot of times is not a gift. It is, quite frankly, it's a curse. There are things I have to feed a pug-sized brain my nightmares on a regular basis because of the shit I have seen in people and those around me. Not just you, not just our companions, strangers. I'm constantly being fed nightmares on a level that is unimaginable and is not something I've ever requested. It is not always a blessing.
I can only imagine. But be honest, how bad of that is Tempest?
I'd say about 69% or so. And I don't know why that sticks with me so fucking hard. Did you...
You should
You hear a whisper in your voice, in your brain.
Did you hear that?
Nice.
Did you hear it?
I think I heard a knife on the wind, yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck? See, that's what I'm talking about. It's everywhere.
It is.
If you guys turn to the door, you might see Zoopal kind of bobbing in the window a little bit.
Scared me.
Go! We should board that window up.
We should get Zoopal a bell.
Yeah, maybe like an alarm system that just screams, "Hi, I'm here." Alright, well, Master Bonkin, if you'll excuse me for a bit, enjoy your pipe.
yes.
Thank you very much for smoking. This is the first time I've smoked in 400 years, by the way, so thank you. Feels terrible.
I'm pretty
in
sure
my
I can
lungs.
get you a pipe if you want.
No, I think this would impede my running, but I appreciate it. And also, he kind of clasps his hand on his arm. You're fucking strong. You deserve that potion. Good on you.
Thank you. But it was very close, let's be honest.
Nah. Yeah, you're right. And he just steps inside.
As you step
Take
inside,
care.
as you step inside, you hear Aegis say, "Then there's Rubing, which is a firm, fresh goat milk cheese. Rushan is actually very interesting because when they make it, it looks like a folding fan, so the name actually means milk fan."
Are you fucking kidding me?
He's just like cooking. He's like making the next meal as he's talking, and Alan is just nodding, but he's clearly not listening.
I look at Zoopal.
Zoopal has like a chunk of cheese probably in his mouth.
Did he feed you the rumetting? What did you call it? What the fuck did you call it? Rumetting cheese?
Rubing cheese. That's goat milk cheese. I don't have any of that.
Why don't you just call it feta?
That's just a simple paneer.
Oh.
As much as a pseudo dragon can shrug, Zoopal's just like, I don't fucking know. Keeps eating whatever he's eating.
You should
That's
probably.
the shrug
from, like,
emoji.
outside. True, yeah, shrug emoji.
Yes, actually, literally the shrug emoji. Yes.
You should probably go to Shilmin and Kira Mr. Markers.
Yes, excuse me. Sorry. Smells, your goat cheese smells funky. Bye.
I'm so confused. Where do these stairs start? Because I see the door down here, but it was.
So-
I always assume they start down there. By
They
the door.
start by the door, and then the blue landing
God
goes.
damn it, I always go the wrong way.
So did Kira. The blue landing goes to the next blue landing on the next part of the map, and then there's a set of yellow
Oops.
that goes to yellow.
I just assumed they were to the kitchen because that's where we always talk.
Yeah, that would be more convenient.
Sorry, it is very confusing from like this perspective. Anyway, I'm done talking. Someone else can.
So, somebody else talk.
Yeah, I'm good. I'll take. I mean, obviously we talked for a fucking minute, so if anybody else is doing anything, you guys do you.
Tempest, are you doing anything in particular?
Just trying to rest so I can get that level.
Yeah, gotcha.
Waiting on all you assholes
Yeah.
for me to level up here, guys.
I'm so sorry. I'm ready for my long rest. Look, I got one level spell slot, and that's it.
Jared, how about you? Are you causing any chaos or mischief or anything while you're in the headquarters? Any more?
Fucking better not.
You know, just for that, I'm gonna fart outside of Marcus's door. No, I'm kidding. I would have taken a shower and just went straight up to the attic or the studio and just passed right the hell out.
Okay, got it. All right. So yes, Kira.
I have a little thing that I'm going to be trying to do while Marcus and Monken are smoking.
Oh, I see your note too. Hold on a second. I want to make sure I get the right spelling. I think it's the second
Okay.
spelling.
Okay. I was just trying to figure out pronunciation more than anything
Yeah,
else.
hold on a sec.
Wait on that before I describe. Okay, I can probably do basic.
Here, I'm gonna
scene
send it to
set
you.
thing. Okay, awesome.
I don't think that's right.
No,
That's what's in the notes though.
no, definitely. We're gonna go with the second one that I
Yeah.
said.
Mm-hmm.
So Kira, when she went up to the room, she would have shut the door. I picture Min was on the bed, like sleeping, even though she shouldn't have to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And Kira would have just kind of shut the door. She sighed, just let out a deep breath, and then would have slid to sit at the foot of the bed and would have been talking to both Min and Nalia. Would have been the Olin Elvin, of course. Just quiet things. I don't know if you're actually better. You scared me. You can't do that. You made this. You promised that you wouldn't. Remember when you and like go into little stories and try and get some sign that her sister might be in there and not just Min, or that Min's better. She's also going to have the ruby, Syl's ruby, on her lap, and she's going to be trying to put energy into it, which she can't do at the moment. But she's going to be crying amidst the lingering pain and ache and fear and everything else. That's gonna be her thing.
Okay. As you're talking to her, especially like when you're trying to talk to your sister, Min as a whole has just been really sluggish ever since you fixed her. Like she's just been kind of moving slower, more mechanically than what you're used to. Huh?
I said, yep.
Yeah. And and that does bother you. That does stand out to you because ever since you created her, she's been more of a cat than a machine. When you start crying, you do see a light flicker of blue in her eyes for a split second, but it doesn't stay.
Pretty sure that's not helping the tears.
Probably not.
Okay. That's just what she's going to be trying to do is try and fix both cats simultaneously while not being able to fix either, and therefore being very upset.
Yeah, so, but, you know, little bit after, as you're sitting there with her, Marcus would probably come to the door then.
Yeah, there'd be just like a light, there'd be like a light tap at the door.
Door's open.
Oh, good, because I'm out of psychic energy. As he kind of hand opens the door. You all, and he closes the door behind him. Are you all alright?
Still, and she kind of holds up the ruby a little bit. Min, Nelia, they're, I think, okay. I hope.
Marcus takes his helmet off, and then he takes his arm guards off from the probably from the elbow down, and he kind of like shifts Min a little bit and kind of looks at her, trying to kind of assess like what state is she in, I guess, Candace?
So the best way to explain it is just kind of lethargic right now. Same thing, she's moving more like a machine, and she has been ever since she was brought back.
She's kind of like lazy cat though, like where you like a lazy cat where you pick them up by the belly and then they just kind of like spaghetti noodle down. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking. Yes, I do. No, so like, if you guys,
or she's just more like I am Catbox
Yes.
3000.
yeah, she's more machine right now than Min. Yeah.
All right. Then Marcus is going to kind of like, as she's machine botting, I'm just going to reach up and right where her third eye, like where the third eye would be, kind of, because Marcus knows about Alpenser and all that, I'm just going to touch it with his right middle finger, and I'm going to connect to the network and try to delve into her head and see if she's in there.
Okay.
And I will... yeah, that's all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna open the network and just go, hello? Are you here?
So at first you just hear the sound of your own voice echo back to you. But it's not like when you reach out to non-sentient beings and you get nothing. There's something there. It's kind of like you're standing in an empty room. After like a couple beats go by, and then you actually hear a Pencer's voice.
Fuck. This fucking guy again?
Oh,
Really? Okay.
This asshole.
At least it's not just me.
Min starts smoking.
God. So you hear Alpencer's voice, and he says, "Hello, Marcus."
Audible sigh through the network. You... Really?
She's one of my followers. Yes, really.
Yes, I realize she's one of your followers, but she's not your... Marcus stops and has kind of a revelation after the champion comment downstairs about Jared. Is she your fucking champion?
She was prior to taking this form, yes.
Why should she not still be?
She's chosen to stay with her sister.
But she's dedicated herself to you in both forms.
She has, and if she decides she wants to be my champion again, she will be happily accepted. I do not stand in the way of personal matters of those who have dedicated themselves to me. You can't dedicate yourself fully if your heart is somewhere else.
True. So you would demand something else of your champion, other than the love of her sister and her utmost devotion to you.
If and when she is ready to take on her duties once again as champion, I will have plenty for her to do.
In this form?
Whatever form she chooses.
She did not choose this form.
No, she did not.
Understood.
I'm also not going to keep her from that now.
Does she have the self-awareness to understand that?
She does. At the moment, she is struggling to bring herself back to where she was in this form. She was nearly ripped out of this form twice during that last battle, and she's recovering at this time.
How long will it take?
I should say, more than likely, after a nice long rest, she'll be partially back to where she was. It will take time. Think of it as when you all don't sleep for days on end.
Understood.
Her form will be able to function as normal. She just will not be able to communicate as she used to for a day or so.
Understood.
Marcus.
Audible sigh through the network. Yes.
I did not turn you away. As I just stated, I refuse to stand in the way of the personal matters of those who wish to follow me. If and when you are truly ready, I will open my arms to you happily.
No, I don't think it really comes to that. Well, you know everything. You already know what I am, what I am about. You know my pact, you know my creeds.
I know your love interest, as Nalia does.
Love? I don't know if I'm...
You can have love for someone without it being fully romantic. You clearly love more than just her.
I love Min. Oh.
You'll hear a chuckle that kind of echoes around you.
Made a god laugh. That's fun.
She will return, and she thinks very highly of you.
I'm glad you told me that, because she looks at me sometimes like she's going to claw my face off. Usually when I curse your name.
She did that prior to becoming a cat as well.
Touche.
Let her sister know it's going to be okay. She is currently okay. She's just exhausted and stuck in between worlds at the moment.
There's nothing I need to do to usher her back.
Not at this time. The spirit is willing. If that changes, I'll reach out.
Understood. Well, this has been a fun chat. Should I disconnect?
You're welcome to stay.
I will talk to Kira for a moment, I think. But thank you.
You're welcome. Continue to do what you're doing, Marcus.
That is what I was born to do. And I'll disconnect. I'll just pull my hand off of her head. She is fine. She needs rest and recuperation, just like you and I and everyone in this house right now after what we've just been through. Alpensa.
Kira's gonna start crying more the second you say that, before the offenser stuff.
Alpensa says that she is fine. And she just needs...
Wait. Offenser said?
I said the same thing. I said the same thing. Everything is fine though. She is okay. She is currently stuck between realms right now, but Opensa is ushering her back to where she needs to be, and say we follow up in the morning and see how she is.
You're sure?
I'm pretty sure, yes.
Okay. I trust you. And Spencer, especially when it comes to her. Okay. Morning. She's gonna look at her watch. Oh, that is so far away.
Would you like to speed that time up a bit?
No?
How?
You don't have time magic things that I know of.
No. I can lull you into actual rest for a bit if you need.
No. But maybe we could rest a little bit before we go back to, before you go back to your room.
That would be fine, yes.
I can't feel still right now. I can't tell if it's just because I'm tired or because I pushed too hard or because she's really gone. I can't feel her at all.
Candace, I'm gonna open the network again, and I'm gonna try to reach out and see if I sense Sill's presence anywhere nearby.
Okay. Yeah, when you open the network, just kind of like there in the room, you get a very faint sense of her presence from the gem.
Marcus's eyes will flash pink, and he'll just kind of like look around the room and then kind of like zero in on wherever the gem is on Kira.
It's, in her lap. She's been kind of cradling it.
Yeah, so he'll just kind of point and go, she's not gone. She's here.
You've got to teach me how to do that.
Well, maybe in the past we'll have a couple hundred years to teach you a few things yet.
She manages a laugh at that. Oh, that's gonna be so weird. Gonna have all of the knowledge of the now without any of the tools of the now. Oh, we're gonna have to pack so carefully.
Yes, you will be very quickly over encumbered.
I'm gonna need more spider silk.
Well, let's not worry about that right now. Let's chill. Is that what the kids say now? Is that what I heard on the Disney Channel?
That gets a genuine laugh. I think that's perfect. As
Marcus was
long
fine
as
with
it's Disney and not one of the other streaming services. Very different meanings.
that. Yes, of course. Marcus, unsure of what that means, kind of backs up into the nightstand and just kind of like, he starts to he's taking his armor off at this point, takes it all off. He's in his sweatsuit, kind of leans back. Let's just relax for a bit, and I'll feed Professor Zuma in just a bit.
You know, I can't eat nightmares, but if you want to talk about things, you can. You don't have to only keep them to yourself or share them with the very knowledgeable professor. She half says that over her shoulder. She doesn't know how he hears.
I don't think Marcus does either. I can share some of my nightmares with you if you like. It won't be pleasant, I promise you that.
You've been inside my head and fought literal demons.
I've been inside many heads and fought many demons.
Sorry, stream.
Yes. All right.
And we were with you then, and I'll be with you now.
Yeah, Marcus just kind of not. Oh, go ahead, Balkan.
So Bonkin will probably send a message on the group chat once he figures out which one it is. And it's just leaving, we'll be back soon. That's it.
I think Kira's phone buzzes, and she just hits a button which silences the buzz and just slides it off to one side. Doesn't even look at it.
That's weird as fuck, Marcus.
Yeah, and Marcus would his headset would also buzz his helmet, and he would just kind of like put it off. He would like set it off to the side.
The one
they
time
can die.
he
They can die
figures
over
it
time.
out, nobody.
I imagine Tempest probably does almost the exact same thing. Just kind of turns off his phone, shuffles off to the side. Nobody saw your message. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Zachary probably would respond.
Zachary's with
Zachary's
it.
the one taking me.
Zachary will send a thumbs up emoji, so everybody's stuff will buzz to be ignored again.
And there's Jared just sleeping in the attic, but
It's
no
not part of the group,
notice
yeah.
whatsoever.
Yeah, and Marcus will begin to regale Kira of the horrors of his many hundreds of years of torment and executions and bounties and traveling through space and time in order to do what he has to do to get here. It's pretty dark.
That much of it will surprise her. Some of the details might, but I mean, she's picked up on a thing or two.
Yeah, it's nothing
If-
dark or evil. It's just a lot.
She's been in, obviously, the Shadowfell. He knows a lot of her memories now. So, she has empathy there. And she'll calm down a little bit. Conversations will help. Eventually, she'll probably kind of do the grabby hands towards his armor and start working on that as they talk. And then she's good to go into a long rest. Whether or not Marcus decides to go back to his room is up to him.
He probably won't.
We are going to be in so much trouble in the morning with the
Yeah.
party.
Yeah, you are.
Well,
All right.
So we
thankfully,
expect
4
us a
a.m.
Tempest, but not you two.
The 4 a.m. alarm will go off. So, we've got a chance of making it out unnoticed.
Do you guys, since we had that situation at the beginning, do you guys want to keep going and go past time, or do you guys want to just call it here since we're right at 10?
I think it's mostly a Lucy thing.
I'm fine to continue if everyone else wants.
I'm going
I
to
know
like,
Tempest probably wants to level up.
yeah. I already gave him that
I mean,
permission.
yeah, exactly. I'm just kind of, at this point, Tempest is just sleeping it off.
Levelers, go ahead and level. So while they're doing that, Bonkin, Zachary will get the car ready. Yeah, no, that's fine.
No, mine is isn't that big. It was just gonna be me giving the necklace.
Yeah, sake of
will send an
brevity
image
thing.
later.
Okay, yeah. Okay, no
And
problem.
of course, I think we saw once during the short break. So I guess my appearance isn't different to her either.
No, that's true. Yeah, she would have seen that already. Okay, yeah. So you guys do get your long rest. Kira, in the morning, you know what that means.
A run.
Well, yeah, but I was more going with, Syl.
Yeah. So Marcus actually hasn't, I mean, as far as Kira's aware, hasn't spent the night in her room before. She truly doesn't, she doesn't sleep. She spent a lot of the evening talking or working on the armor, flipping through a book, just kind of fidgeting and generally creating, like half creating things, breaking them down, stuff like that. It's almost autopilot. She gets still and kind of quiet and meditative for about 4 hours before the hell alarm wakes or goes off at probably 3:30, somewhere in there. And she wakes up, and the first thing she does, well, wakes up, she kind of comes to, she was still on the floor. The very first thing she does, even before she's fully, like, alert, is just silver surrounds her hands, and she's going to put magic back into Syl. It's instinctive. Like some people wake up and stretch, she wakes up and arty magics.
Yeah, Marcus is
And
already up doing
how-
push-ups.
Of course he fucking is.
All right, so
I'm assuming it's the same hatchy thing as before.
yeah, yep. Do you want to just
Okay.
read the description I sent before?
I don't have it readily on
Hold on
hand,
a
but the
second.
key parts of that were that a cracking sound comes from the ruby as she's putting silver energy into it. And as Kira opens her eyes, a smile starting to form, the ruby splits open, the halves dissolving as they fall apart, and already full zoomies, Syl zips out and starts just beelining across the room midair, knocking into stuff. Full, the cat just got let out of the bag, zoomies. At which point, Kira fully just, Syl, it is too early for that. As she's reaching for the phone to turn off the concerningly metal sounding alarm.
Yeah, and Kira, make sure you expend that spell slot if you haven't already. So yeah, Marcus, she'd definitely like land on your back at some point and start doing her own little push-ups on your back while you're doing push-ups. Just full on zooming around the room.
I don't think Syl takes a spell slot. She's one of my infusions.
But is to bring the homunculus back, don't you have to?
She just disappears, and I just make a new
I'll
one in
remake
the
it.
morning.
I see. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
when she dies, she becomes the ruby again, and I can't remake her until the next day.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So so Syl is back, and then Min, her movements aren't quite as robotic and jerky in the morning. Like she gets up and actually does like a cat stretch and is starting to seem more Min-like, but is still very like mechanical and more robotic than normal.
Then Kira will hug Min and before turning to Marcus, it is 3:07. How long have you been up?
Probably 15 minutes or so.
And you're already doing. Ow!
Lots of energy.
That's not. Okay. Okay, where's my coffee? And she grabs for a coffee and downs a concerning amount. Okay. push-ups start way earlier than I thought. I'll have to set an earlier alarm.
Nobody else is waking up this early, are they?
No.
4
Bonk would
o'clock?
be awake
Absolutely not.
for regular runtime, but he probably also looks a bit more tired than usual because this is the first time I've been out of both rages and key points.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
And two
Yes.
of those rages were for Marcus.
Question: when 4 o'clock comes around, has Marcus gone back to his room, or are Kira and Marcus doing push-ups and misery in Kira's room?
Yeah, Marcus would have probably gotten up, put his armor back on, and then he would probably have said something like, are you coming for the run this morning?
That is the only reason I would have set that. Gestures towards the phone. I'm full of energy. Let's go.
You can rest if you need to. It's all right.
Yeah, you're just gonna need to turn around so I could get changed.
Oh, of course. Marcus at the door just kind of like suddenly turns and faces the door.
And she'll throw on workout clothes again, and then it's so rigid. I'm good. Let's go.
Yeah, and then Marcus will head down he'll head out and down the stairs to our normal run time.
Bonkin.
Yeah, you probably see Bonkin in front of your room because he doesn't know where you went. Like he's about to knock. Oh, alright. Did I disturb something?
No. No, of course not. We're just getting ourselves ready for morning run. Are you ready?
Yeah, I was about to knock on your door to ask if you were ready.
Yes. Fit as a fiddle. Feeling great, Master Bonkin.
Is Miss Kira coming along? Oh, there you are, Miss Kira. Hi, sorry.
Yeah, he glances behind him. Yes.
Kira's wearing.
There's a grin on Bonkin's face that you both came into Kira's room, but he's not saying shit.
So wise. So wise of the monk. Kira's dressed for a run in, leggings, tank top, running shoes that has seen far more use than she thought they would when she snagged them from the Alpha League closet. And yep, I'm all warmed up, ready to go.
So does Kira look more tired than usual?
I think all of you kind of do. I mean, except for Marcus, because he's used to taking a beating and then just going at it the next morning. But you and it looks like Kira's mirroring where you're at right now. Although you could
doesn't believe it's from yesterday.
You'd be. Well, it could have been. Give me an insight check though.
Actually, the DM question is, how am I feeling? Am I still feeling semi shitty?
You are still feeling semi-shitty, yeah.
Okay.
Insight. Okay, yeah, that's good enough. So, Bonkin, you could, you've been around them long enough now, and you are very empathetic. You would notice that her exhaustion is much more emotional than physical.
Then in that case, because Marcus did come out, so that is Miss Kira okay? I whisper to Marcus.
Yeah, no, she's fine. She looks great. I think so.
She looks a bit mentally exhausted.
Well, she went through a lot in the last, 15 hours or so.
Is me and she okay? I don't want to ask in case she...
Oh, they're both quite fine. They're all right. They're coming to.
That's good to hear.
Syl zooms out of the room, Bonkin, and just flies right past your head. She's zooming around the house now.
One which instinctively ducks, mainly from Zupal training, but...
Oh no, I imagine the two of them have perfected flyby attacks, especially when food is around to steal.
Oh yeah.
And Bong is like the tallest in the house, so he's particularly aware.
Metal workings and water pseudo dragons in the fur. That's all I have to say. Do we want to, sake of brevity, run
Yeah, so
things?
the three of you go for a run. When you get back, Aegis is in the kitchen cooking breakfast. Jared, you would be able, even all the way upstairs, you'd be able to smell biscuits and gravy, sausage, corned beef hash, just a really, like, yeah, I know, a really thick breakfast.
Just coat them bones.
Do it.
How do I hire an Aegis? Like in real life. I am not eating nearly as well as the D&D character.
I know
I'm
it.
sad.
That's not true for me. Xavier does all of our cooking, and I eat a lot of what we talk about, so. You're welcome.
No, Bong can
So you
definitely
see,
eat better than I do.
So you see Jared at the table there, not wearing his armor, just wearing some shorts, a tank top, and that's it.
Marcus
No
will,
hammer, no shield, no nothing.
Marcus just glances at his neck to make sure that the puncture wounds have healed.
Give me an investigation check.
That was a spot that I tried to really focus my healing into, but it wasn't a lot, so.
So it did get healed, but there is a slight scar. Since you're looking for it, you're able to see that the skin shines in a very particular two spots, a little bit more than the surrounding skin.
And Marcus will just kind of smile and nod to that.
Are you happy you made your mark?
Time for breakfast, yes?
Aegis and Alan
Yes,
will
fine.
start. Aegis and Alan will start just putting food down on the table for everybody.
Thank you, Mr. Aegis.
Of course.
Biscuits and gravy, my favorite. Thank you. Marcus just fucking stuffs his face.
Zachary does too.
Bonkin does too.
Oh yeah, Tempest is in it, but he's too sleepy. This early morning shit's not taking. It's not working yet.
Kira just slides over her magic yeti to Tempest.
Thank you so much.
I get it. I've been up since way too fucking early.
Gail actually also was she walks over with 2 cups of coffee, puts one down in front of Tempest as well. She goes, let's just double up. Zachary
Yes,
will
please.
Zachary will look at Jared and he'll say, whenever you're ready to go back, just let me know and I'll get you back over to headquarters, the Alpha League headquarters.
Absolutely, it's greatly appreciated. And Jared will look down at his biscuits and gravy and kind of sigh. And he's like, well, I suppose I can work these calories off at Alpha League. Thank you for the breakfast, Sir Aegis.
Oh, you don't have to file a report, Miss Diana knows.
Oh?
I went to visit her yesterday. Because I also got a necklace for her. And I also have one.
That explains the text.
Oh.
Oh, he texted?
You didn't see it when you got up?
Yeah, Marcus starts flipping through his visor. Oh shit.
Oh no, my phone's still upstairs.
Kira
Probably against
just
the wall.
like, Sal, do you want to go get Tempest's phone? Never mind, that's in his room. You're right. That was a bad idea.
Don't go there. That's the no-no zone.
Oh, you know, I gotta
Still
do
gonna
this
learn
sometime.
some things.
Soon Syl will start sending the eggplant emojis.
She's tried. She waits until Syl zips out of the room and then says, "The phone she has isn't real. Don't let her know."
They're not really eggplants. They're just giant watermelons.
I think if
Also,
if Zoopal saw Syl zipping around, he goes zipping after her.
And soon the sound of crashing comes from the
Oh,
next
yeah,
room.
sure.
Yup.
You just hear a sigh from Bunkin.
All right. So, sake of brevity, everybody gets their breakfast. Jared, are you going back to Alpha League?
If that's the next step, then yeah.
All
I
right.
would prefer like to stay here because this is fun, but
Yeah, I know.
I'll go back to Alpha League, I guess.
I know. Thank you for joining us, Sarah. We do appreciate having you here and having Jared here. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Yeah, I think.
Over the freaking moon
Okay, good.
these past couple weeks.
Good, good. I'm so glad to hear that. All right, excellent. Okay, well, I'm gonna get the stream head out, but I think that's a good place to stop. Breakfast and runs and all of that done. And levels.
Likewise. And now I have to run because I need to make my lunch and get ready for a nap.
All right, yeah, go take a nap. Thanks again, Seru, for hanging out with us for a few weeks. We loved it. All right, guys, thanks
I
for
loved
hanging
it
out here
too.
in stream.
You all are an
We're
amazing
gonna
group.
raid
Thanks for having me,
Science
and I'll
streams.
see you in chat.
And
Glad you
yeah,
didn't
we'll
get
see you
killed
on,
by our
we'll see you on
vampire.
Tuesday for Crochet and Chill.
It was close.
Thanks, guys.
I would have done it.
Oh, I fully know.
I am.
All right,
We
y'all.
are
Have
well
a good
aware.
night.
All right, here we go.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Thank you. See ya.
All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Night, guys.
See ya.